Menomonie Mustangs television. Eau Claire North versus Mustangs. Big Rivers Conference matchup. Test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2. Testing 1, 2, 3. Lambo. We're good.
September is College Savings Month. Whether you're a new parent or your child's already off to high school, it's a good time to think about the future. Next to retirement planning, paying for your children's education could be the largest expense your family will bear. Dairy State Bank offers a variety of savings accounts, as well as other options that may offer greater return, but with more risk. Give us a call today. Dairy State Bank, banking on relationships. Member FDIC.
I can count.
On West
Wisconsin Credit Union.
Now, Wisconsin Credit Union.
Wisconsin. Read it.
Wisconsin's.
I can't say it like she can say it.
I lost my words.
Let me just say it in my head one time.
I struggle with this part.
Why is this so hard?
Hard to say, but easy to do business with. Wisconsin Credit Union.
Wisconsin Credit.
Sorry, we have to start all over.
Good material here.
TMS Tire and Auto is a proud sponsor of the Menomonie Mustangs. Family owned since 1978. TMS Tire and Auto has 3 locations in Baldwin, Boyceville, and Menomonie, and can serve all your automotive needs. Visit us online at tmstireandauto.com or call us at 715-235-9119 to schedule your appointment today. Go Mustangs!
Looking for a team approach to managing your finances? With over 70 years of experience and 12 locations, Dairy State Bank has built a reputation for helpful customer service and support. While our service ethic is old-fashioned, our products and services are not. We offer a full range of loan programs as well as online banking, mobile deposit, and transaction alerts to fit your busy lifestyle. Dairy State Bank, banking on relationships, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Hello, football fans. Welcome into Williams Stadium on homecoming night here from Williams Stadium. Big Rivers Conference matchup between the visiting Eau Claire North Huskies and your Menomonie Mustangs. Alongside our cameraman, Charlie, and my volunteer colorman, Dr. Joe Zadowski. I'm Chad Zutter. We'll be bringing you the live stream broadcast tonight on Mustangs TV. Mustangs coming off their first loss of the season, a 46-22 loss to the Hudson Raiders. In that game, they got off to an early 14-0 lead, but the Raiders controlled the last 3 quarters of that football game, scoring on 5 consecutive drives over the second and third quarters. Hudson has now defeated the Mustangs 4 straight times. Looking at the Huskies, they're coming off a loss as well, a 36-23 defeat at the hands of Chippewa Falls. It was the Huskies' first conference loss and Chippewa Falls' first conference victory. Only 2 BRC teams remain left unbeaten in conference play, with Hudson and New Richmond both at 3-0. New Richmond is the only overall unbeaten team, standing at 5-0 on the regular seasons. Mustangs come in tonight's matchup with a 4-1 overall record, 2-1 in the BRC, while the Huskies are 3-2 overall and 2-1 in conference play. Coming up in our pregame show, sponsored by TMS Tire and Auto and Wisconsin Credit Union. We'll talk with head coach Mike Sins. We'll go over the starting lineups, keys to the game, and we'll get ready for kickoff, set for 7 p.m. tonight here from Williams Stadium. We'll be back with Mike Sins after a word from our sponsors. You're watching Mustangs TV.
I can count.
On West
Wisconsin Credit Union.
Now, Wisconsin Credit Union.
Wisconsin. Read it.
Wisconsin's.
I can't say it like she can say it.
I lost my words.
Let me just say it in my head one time.
I struggle with this part.
Why is this so hard?
Hard to say, but easy to do business with. Wisconsin Credit Union.
Wisconsin Credit.
Sorry, we have to start all over.
Good material here.
TMS Tire and Auto is a proud sponsor of the Menomonie Mustangs. Family owned since 1978. TMS Tire and Auto has 3 locations in Baldwin, Boyceville, and Menomonie, and can serve all your automotive needs. Visit us online at tmstireandauto.com or call us at 715-235-9119 to schedule your appointment today. Go Mustangs! Back in the pregame show, sponsored by TMS Tire and Auto and Wisconsin Credit Union here on Mustangs TV. Joining us, head coach for the Menomonie Mustangs, Mike Sins. Mike, before we get into this week against Eau Claire North, let's recap last week. Hudson, you guys got off to a nice start in that first quarter. Early second, you led 14-0. Then Hudson kind of just they did something and kind of just dominated the next 3 quarters. Take us through that game and from the start all the way to the finish.
Yeah, first of all, Hudson's a great football team. That's probably the best team we're going to play during the regular season this year, without a doubt. They're big, they're fast, they're strong. They have numbers. You know, they're 1,800 or 1,900 kids, whatever they are. You know, they're basically twice their size. Like they just keep coming at you. They run up tempo, no huddle on offense. They play everyone one way except for number 18, and he was a complete stud for him on last Friday. I mean, he had 3 touchdowns and he didn't play the first 3 games, so he's back for, he came back for our game. And so anyways, yeah, they're a really good team. We came out really strong, and I would say the biggest difference is we tackled really, really well the first quarter. And after the first quarter, we didn't tackle well enough to win. And offensively, we had over 300 yards, which is really, really good against Hudson. Their defense has been outstanding the last few weeks. And yeah, we definitely took away a number of positives, but we also have a number of things that need to work, and we worked on those this week in practice, and hopefully we'll see how it goes on Friday.
Shifting gears here to Eau Claire North this week, homecoming. I know that can always be a challenge for some coaches with a lot of other things going on outside of football. How do you prepare your team in a week like homecoming when there's so many, I guess you'd call them distractions, to keep them focused on football?
Yeah, you could probably ask, I would say 99% of high school coaches say homecoming is their least favorite game or week coaching, and it's great for the kids. The kids love it. They have skits, and they have powder puff football, and there's the games on Wednesday during the school day. So they love it. As coaches, you don't love it. And hopefully we told them once they get to the lecture hall today for film, make sure you're 100% locked in and focused, and because obviously we always talk to the guys, homecoming is focused around the football game on Friday night and the dance on Saturday, and we got to take care of business on Friday night.
Taking a look at your opponent here, Eau Claire North, a team that has really improved this year. I mean, they were 3-1 to start through the loss last week, their first loss in conference, just like Menomonie here. What do they have? I know. I think it's number 0. Their running back is pretty good. He's putting a good chunk of yardage on the stat sheet so far. Take us through their team and what to expect from them.
Yeah, 0, the Olsen kid. We've talked with our players this week, and he's basically like Zach Trandall from New Richmond, but he's 20 pounds heavier. He's 5'8", 200 pounds. He ran all over us last year. Our guys struggled to tackle him. He's a bowling ball, and he's really good. And they'll give him the ball 30 times tonight if they can. And he definitely makes their offense go. But they're huge up front. They start 2 sophomores, 2 juniors, and a senior on the O-line, and I think 2 of them are over 300 pounds, and other one's like 280. They're huge. And then they have the Jensen kid, number 9's their H-back tight end, and then outside linebacker, and he's a great player. He'll probably be a scholarship kid, after the season. And they believe. That's the biggest thing. They beat us last year, and that was a big step. But now they're 3-2. They've won games. They're used to winning, and that's a huge thing for high school athletes. And again, I would expect them to come over here and expect them to win. That's their mindset. And we gotta try to jump on them early to show what type of team we are. And that's we think we're a good team, and we have a lot of potential, and we gotta start that tonight.
Yeah, against a guy like that may get the ball, 60, 70% of the carries and snaps. How do you defensively scheme for a guy like that to really concentrate on one player as opposed to maybe a few more options? How do you do that as a defensive coordinator and a head coach? Well,
the biggest thing is, like I said last week, the fourth quarter against Chippewa, and then the second half against Hudson, we tackled so poorly. So we had a number of new tackling drills, and some of our same ones that we like, and we've got to fly around with the football, and we have to gang tackle the kid because he is tough. I mean, they ran for like 350 on us last year, I think, or something like that. And like I said, he's this year he's put on 15 pounds, and he's a damn good player. So we'll have to we have our hands full, but I think our kids are excited. I think they after last year's game and some of the stuff in the off season with different basketball games and chanting different things. So I think our kids are pretty excited for tonight's game.
Well, the opportunity is there. Appreciate your time here in the pregame show, and we'll talk to you next week.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
We'll continue on the pregame show sponsored by TMS Tire and Auto and Wisconsin Credit Union. We'll be back right after this on Mustangs TV.
TMS Tire and Auto is a proud sponsor of the Menomonie Mustangs. Family owned since 1978. TMS Tire and Auto has 3 locations in Baldwin, Boyceville, and Menomonie, and can serve all your automotive needs. Visit us online at tmstireandauto.com or call us at 715-235-9119 to schedule your appointment today. Go Mustangs!
Chad Zutter, Joe Zadowski back with you here from Williams Stadium, campus of UW Stout here, getting ready for this BRC matchup here on homecoming night for the Menomonie Mustangs hosting the Eau Claire North Huskies. And before we get into keys to the game, Joe, I know you're working on the starting lineups here as well, so we're going to go as we see Menomonie run out on the field here. We're going to go over some starting lineups here as you get them up there, Joe, and see who's on the offensive and defensive side here for the Mustangs this evening.
Sounds good, Chad, and happy homecoming to all of our viewers tonight. Beautiful night for football. We're hoping that rain's going to hold off. Geez, the last thing we need on a homecoming night is more rain and a lightning delay. But anyway, you look at the screen there. We'll start with the offense here. And a lot of similar names that we've seen over the last few weeks. Up front on the line will be Isaac Eckert, Andrew Schaefer, Ethan Schmidt, Bryce Shepard, and Drew Gunderson. The tight ends, Charlie Barron, Brody Thornton. I think you're also going to see more of Isaac Ellison tonight. And then in the running back position, Jack Trout, back from injury last week against Hudson. Hopefully he'll be better and better tonight. And then Steele Schaefer, the fullback leading the way, John Higbee. And the quarterback under center is Brady Johnson. On the defensive side of the ball, Andrew Schaefer, Cole Schmiske, Max Erickson will be up front on the defensive line. Anthony Sackery, Luke Pember, Steele Schaefer, Brody Thornton in the linebacking positions, Walker Ferguson, Brayton Casey in the secondary, along with Brady Goodman and Ray Pember. My understanding, though, is that they might look at doing a little more two-platoon type of stuff. I think we're probably going to see Hayden Weir in the defensive backfield. I think you're probably going to see Brayton Casey maybe move over to safety and maybe Goodman play a little more offense tonight. But these are the starting lineups that we've seen the last few weeks. We'll certainly monitor the changes and try to let everyone know what's going on throughout the broadcast.
Yeah, and we're getting ready here for the national anthem. We'll come back after that with keys to the game and kind of talk about some things Menomonie has to do to get a victory here tonight on homecoming versus Eau Claire North. For now, we'll send her over to the PA, and we'll listen to the national anthem. Be back right after this on Mustangs TV.
the singing of the national anthem performed tonight by members of the Menomonie High School Choir under the direction of Mr. Grant Singer.
Well, Chad Zutter, Joe Zadowski back with you here from Williams Stadium. A great rendition of the national anthem there on the field as cameraman Charlie Snyder doing a good job of getting all the action here on the field as we get ready for some football. Joe, we went over starting lineups. Let's kind of get your expertise here on kind of keys to the game, your keys to victory for the Mustangs against this Eau Claire North Huskies team that is 2-1 in conference.
Well, I'll tell you what, Chad. I think Coach Sins really hit on it in his pregame interview, and I would probably echo what the head coach has to say. But Claire North, they got the better of the Mustangs last year, first time in what was it, decades that the North Huskies beat Menomonie in football. So those kids are coming in here with some confidence, and there's nothing they'd like more than to spoil homecoming. And with it being homecoming for Menomonie, like Coach said, and Coach Labuda used to say the same thing. This is a week. It's great for the kids. It's great for the school. It's great for the community. It's difficult on a football coach. It's difficult on a football team because you have a lot of distractions. Now, if they can bottle up that extra energy and play clean football, last week against Hudson got off to a great start, but all of a sudden, some penalties we had, a little uncharacteristic, some turnovers. That's the last thing you need when you have a team like North coming in. If you can get it on them and kind of reestablish your dominance, that would be a good thing. In terms of the weather, I think we're okay. I don't think the field is wet at all, but that's something we'll have to keep an eye on. A wet football can make a big difference. We saw it in the freshman game last night. Menomonie freshmen won 33-0, but that ball was all over the place for both teams. So should be a good night for football, and happy homecoming, Menomonie.
Yeah, it should be a good one here. A beautiful, like you said, Joe, just a beautiful, beautiful night for football. Time and temperature right now, we're right at 7 o'clock, so our kickoff's going to be just a touch tardy here tonight. As you see Mustangs run out on the field, they're introduced as a team. Humidity, 80%, 70 degrees out right now. Dew point at 63. A little bit of wind, 7 miles per hour. Out of the east, and the sun is about to set. Sunset officially at 7:03. We're just a couple minutes away from that. So this game, what we call about Friday Night Lights, we're getting the full 2.5 hours or 4 quarters, whatever you want to say, of Friday Night Lights here this evening. It's going to be dark pretty much from the kickoff until the completion of this game. So we got a good one here this evening. Other matchups here we're going to keep an eye on our point of beginning out-of-town scoreboard. Hudson at Eau Claire Memorial, New Richmond at Chippewa Falls, which could be a real good contest there. I believe that's Chippewa Falls homecoming as well. And River Falls at Superior. Those are the other conference games here this evening. And again, that New Richmond and Hudson, the only two teams in conference left unbeaten. This is just the 4th week of the conference season, so pretty balanced conference so far. Well, the only team without a win is Superior in conference play, so everybody's kind of battling. And
Memorial.
Oh, you're right.
Yep.
Correction. Memorial and Superior without a conference win. Memorial does have a win, but you're right, not a conference win. Yep. So we'll keep the tabs on all those games here throughout this broadcast as well. And Menomonie will receive the kickoff in the second half. As you see Ryan Dingwall out there.
This is how the Mustangs like to start the game. We saw that, Chad. The first
that is not Ryan Dingwall to kick it here.
First 4 games of the year, the Mustangs were able to kick off and then have that ball to start the second half, doing the double dip, double down, whatever you want to call it. Well, against Hudson, it didn't work out that way. They ended up getting the ball first, and they built a lead, but they weren't able to maintain that lead last week.
Isaac Nielsen actually kicking off here. Ryan Dingwall's done the duties all year, but Nielsen will kick it away. A good one hopper to the 8-yard line. Gertz will pick it up there from the 8 all the way up to the 30, and he'll be taken down just past the 30, officially marked at about the 32-yard line. Officials for tonight: Mike Dwyer, Josh Klinger, John Merdute, Richie Nargis, and Adam Swanepoel will lead the men in stripes here this evening.
Nice job on special teams by Ethan Dunham. Got down there, number 33 for the Mustangs, made a good tackle, and pretty good starting field position for the Mustangs defense. Be interesting to see what North does now in terms of, do they spread out the formation? And it looks like that's exactly what they're going to do.
Talking to Pete Knutson doing the game on the radio here tonight. He has seen North a few times, and he said they will spread things out. But Cam Olsen, number 0, number 20 tonight.
Oh, no.
A big run to start tonight. And that's the guy we talked about in the pregame show as number 0, but as you can see on your screen, he's number 20 tonight. And that is a big run to get into Menomonie territory to start North's night evening.
Yeah, just a good job by the guys up front, able to create some space, and just no fill from the Mustangs linebacking crew that time, and that's a big opening play for the Huskies.
Head coach Mike Sins in his 3rd season for the Mustangs. Head coach Matt McGinnis for the Eau Claire North Huskies in his 2nd year. Motion there is Jensen. He'll get into the slot. It's going to go to Olsen again. This time he is tackled by Max Erickson right at the line of scrimmage. He'll fall forward for a couple.
Number 22, Cage Sorensen, he came in there flying through. A little bit out of control. He did a great job making the running back shift, but under a little more control, he's probably making that play for a tackle, Mike's Insurance tackle for a loss. But regardless, just a gain of 2 on that one, it'll be 2nd and 8.
Yeah, Sorensen, a guy we haven't seen a whole lot out there. He's in as a linebacker here tonight, and you talked about that change when we went through starting lineups. You're right, Brayton Casey's playing safety, Hayden Weir playing corner, and Goodman now is, I think, going to just stay on the offensive side of the ball. He is not out as the defensive back here, at least to start here tonight. And we're going to have a timeout here by head coach Matt McGinnis for the Eau Claire North Huskies before we continue. It'll be 2nd and 8 when we come back. We'll be back in 30 seconds on Mustangs TV. Chad Zutter, Joe Zadowski back with you here from Williams Stadium, campus of UW Stout, coming back into the 2nd and 8 here for Eau Claire North. And as we talked about just going to break, there's some defensive changes here for the Mustangs. We see Casey back in the defensive secondary as a safety, and Weir, the cornerback, no Goodman, and Cage Sorensen as well at the linebacker position. Brady Thornton, a sack in the backfield. A great job. He come off the edge, and boy, what a big defensive play there by Thornton.
Yeah, Brody Thornton came right off the edge like you said, Chad, and not only did he make the contact, but he held on. The quarterback did a good job trying to rip loose, but that's a Mike's Insurance tackle for a loss. That's a sack by Brody Thornton.
And that'll bring, let's the North Huskies to a 3rd and 15 here, so good distance here if you're a defender for the Mustangs.
And Chad, you mentioned, having some different guys out there. I think playing Hudson only had one guy going both ways. Probably a little bit of an eye-opener for the coaching staff that, they're going to have to rely on depth a little bit more if they want to be able to go somewhere against a better team.
Now Olsen there, nice carry on that 3rd and 15, a draw play, and he picked up 10, got a manageable 4th and 5 here for the Huskies.
Yeah, that probably goes from being a punt situation, if you hold them to a real short gain, to 4-down territory now.
Not easily, no question now North going to go for it here on this 4th and 5. Just under 10 minutes to go, opening drive here for the Huskies. If you're just tuning in, good evening here for football at Williams Stadium.
Mustangs do have their big guy, Andrew Schaefer, in at nose tackle right now. He's the center on the offensive side of the ball. He'll play both ways a little bit.
Pass to Jensen, but
he's short.
He is short. Great tackle as soon as he caught it there by Schaefer, and that's going to be a couple yards short. Turnover on downs, and a turnover sponsored by Siri Benrud Photography. Every turnover is sponsored by Siri Benrud Photography. Contact Siri to create memories that last a lifetime.
Chad, I'll tell you what, the Hudson, I watched it back a little bit, the Hudson game. I thought our linebackers, could have got some more depth. Hudson had a couple big plays there on the passing game, and, I thought the linebacker play probably could have been improved. Although Hudson's a really good team, that time still Schaefer, he was on that. I mean, he was there. Not only was he right in the proximity, but then he wrapped up hard. So great play by the Menomonie senior.
Jack Trout will start at tailback here. Under center, Johnson. Higbee to take it right up the middle. A huge gain on first down, 15 yards and more. And that is a first down.
Schuler Insurance, you got to love it. Yeah, John Higbee up the middle. One play, one first down.
Yeah, that's a heck of a dive play to start on offense here for this Menomonie Mustangs offense. And Hayden Weir's now going to check in. Drelt will take a rest on the sidelines. And up to the line comes Johnson. It'll be Higbee again, pretty much the same play we saw just a moment ago, this time just for 3. And the Mustangs will have a 2nd and 7. Thornton, Ellison, and Goodman all will check in here for the Mustangs. Looking like we might go to more of a passing offense here with Drought coming in as well. Those are 3 receivers coming in, and Goodman, Thornton, and Ellison. And I see a shotgun look here for the Mustangs, and we will.
Strength of the Eau Claire defense, I believe, is their secondary. So it'd be interesting to see what kind of plays the Mustangs run to try to attack when they need a little bit larger of a chunk.
Quick throw to Ellison, led him too much, and luckily Jensen didn't have his eyes turned to left. He might have had a chance to go up and grab that one, but that pass led Ellison a bit too much. 3rd and 7.
Even if Ellison catches the ball, even if it's put right on the money, there wasn't a lot of space to go anywhere. Pretty good coverage there by the Huskies.
So 3rd and 7 coming up. Another shotgun look, same guys as before. And Schaefer now run out in the flat, and that's where Johnson will go. Schaefer's got a guy to beat. He jukes one guy.
Oh, and made another miss.
Another guy to miss, and he'll pick up the first down. What a great yak there for Schaefer to pick up that first down. 2 missed tackles. Without that, Mustangs are going to be in a punting situation. Instead, they're in Huskies territory.
That Schuler Insurance first down was made by the yak, like you said, Chad, yards after the catch. And, if there's a guy on the Mustangs roster that can get some yak, it's Steele Schaefer. He's real shifty, strong runner, and like you said, that gets him over midfield, 1st and 10 Menomonie.
High formation look with Goodman and Barron on the bottom of your screen. Play action. Johnson will roll to his left. He's got to get rid of it, and he'll be hit hard. Goodman, the intended receiver, but that was more of just a throwaway dump ball by Johnson there than anything else. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, pretty good pressure there by the Old Abes. I think that was linebacker number 58, Taylor Frederick, listed at 5'11", 185. He's a senior. He gave Johnson a pretty good hit after the throw.
Schaefer, the tailback, now here for the Mustangs. That power eye to the right with Higbee and Johnson up front, and that good lead blocking will get Schaefer close to a Schuler Insurance first down, be about a yard short inside the 40, down to the 38.
That was good blocking, but Steele also had a little skip in there. He just kind of hopped over. The guys were on the ground, and he's able to get his feet and push for another 3 yards. Nice run there by Steele Schaefer.
Just eclipsed 7 minutes to go here in this first quarter. Opening drive here for the Mustangs. North had their opening drive scuffed on downs just outside the red zone for the Mustangs. And Higbee will pick up that Schuler Insurance first down on the 3rd and short. Man, when you need a yard or two, John Higbee is the answer. He's been just excellent on short yardage this season.
Chad, I'll try to keep updating the bottom line ticker with the scores, the point of beginning out-of-town scoreboard. Charlie Schneider just alerted me that the Badgers just scored their 3rd touchdown of the game. They're up early against Purdue, 21-3, with still about 4 minutes left in the second quarter. We're just ticking down to about 6 minutes here in the first quarter in Menomonie.
It'll be Schaefer off the left side. Nice cut back, and he's got an
he
open
might
field.
Be gone.
One guy to beat. 29-yard touchdown run, sponsored by Kai's Chevytown. Mustangs up 6-0.
BYC Kai's for the best buys, and Steele Schaefer, he's playing like a senior on homecoming. He is just running with reckless abandon tonight, and that's a good start for the Mustangs. A turnover on downs by the defense, and then the offense takes the ball, goes right down and scores. 6-0 Mustangs. Great start.
That is the 11th touchdown here for
Schaefer.
For Schaefer here this evening. And I think you're right, Joe. I see Mustangs don't see Ryan Dingwall out there to kick. He might have get dinged up this week or even at the last week's game. So Mustangs electing to go for 2 here. Pitch to Schaefer. He's got his touchdown. He's got his 2-point conversion. 8-0 Mustangs here. We'll be back right after this on Mustangs TV. Chad Zutter, Joe Zadowski back with you here from Williams Stadium, campus of UW Stout. Mustangs, as you see on your screen, up 8-0 early in this game. A 29-yard touchdown run there by Steele Schaefer has put the Mustangs with the early lead. And it will be a man to kick off again, number 84, Isaac Nielsen. No Ryan Dingwall this week. So Nielsen doing the kicking duties. And he'll bounce it down to the 8. Again, Gertz will take it pretty much same spot as before, and he'll end up a bit shorter than last time, just at the 29 or 30. We'll wait for the official spot. And coming into tonight, Schaefer, 72 carries for 467 yards and 10 touchdowns. He's probably got another 40 on that last drive as far as yardage. And now 11 touchdowns on the season. Been the workhorse for the Mustangs, especially when you talk about getting in the end zone. And the Mustangs on defense here.
Well, the Huskies, their running back there, Olsen, had a couple nice runs in the first possession, but the Mustangs tightened up. See if they do that again. Oh, quarterback keeper.
Yeah, hit right away there by number 51, a new guy. We see Parker Jacobs into the game here. And just a couple yards on that first down play. Well, actually, maybe even a yard, I would say.
That was a great job by Parker. He came across the line, and he was under control. Now, it helped that the quarterback ran right into him, but still, he broke down, and he was ready to make the tackle. His arms were out, under control. And great to see the junior do that.
And we see kind of the dual quarterbacks. We saw Peyton McCracken quarterback the last drive. Now we're seeing Zach Shipman in for Eau Claire North. Another thing that Pete Knutson, iHeartRadio man, told me about North Huskies, they will rotate quarterbacks, and they're seeing this here on the second drive already. Shipman, another carry for him on the option read. He'll pick up a couple. It'll be 3rd and 7, but Pete Knutson informed me that McCracken, more of a passing-style quarterback, and Shipman, the sophomore here for North, he will run more often. They'll use more motion and option with him as opposed to McCracken. So when he comes into the game, expect more on the ground, and McCracken in the game, expect more in the air here for the North Huskies, according to iHeartRadio man Pete Knutson.
Well, this is a big 3rd down for Menomonie. If they can get off the field again, they can really start building some momentum.
Motion. They're going to have a slant over the head of the intended receiver there. Burns, he had him, just kind of threw over the top. That would have been a first down if Burns could corral that in. And it'll be a punting situation here for the Huskies.
Pretty nice play there from North, but it would have taken a perfect pass. There was also good coverage on the play by the defense. So far, Menomonie looking like they're coming out here ready to take home a homecoming victory, but there's still 4.5 minutes left in this first quarter. There's a lot of football to be played tonight.
So back to punt here. Number 34 for the Huskies. Perkins.
Oh, a drop snap.
And luckily picked her up and got it away. That's going to be Drought. He's going to get around
he's
the
got
edge,
a wall.
and he's got a wall. See how far he can go. Past midfield into Huskies territory, and he'll knock out there as one of the officials tripped over a Mustang. Let's hope he is okay, and he is. He pops right back up. They're going to mark him out at the 43-yard line, and that's where the Mustangs will start their second drive of the ball game. A nice return there by Jack Drought, excuse me.
Yeah, Jack took the first couple steps backwards, and typically you don't want to do that. It's like, oh, man, he's going backwards, but just enough to get around that defender. And once he got to the wall, excellent job of blocking. I saw Isaac Ellison way up the field. I know there's a number of other guys, but good play call by the coaches, good execution by the kids, and, boy, starting field position, you got to like it.
A short field here for the Mustangs to try to punch another one in. That's exactly what you need if you're a Mustangs fan. A lot of momentum and points on the board early. Schaefer, open hole, past the 40, and he's tripped up, or that was another one, and he slams the football down. He knew it. Without that tripped up tackle, he was going to have another long run for a touchdown, but the last line of defense held up for the Huskies.
I really like when they do that. They put Isaac Ellison as like an H-back, and he went in motion to the strong side and made a nice block on the play. Just kind of sealing the outside edge. But, Steele Schaefer, the guys up in front, they really gave him some room to run. And other than that shoestring tackle, it might have been another touchdown.
Hayden Weir now will replace him. Single back look here. Motion Ellison again. And Weir will take it. Wide open hole for him. Boy, the offensive line just opening up holes here early on. And the Mustangs are moving the ball on the ground effectively. Schuler Insurance first down.
And the running backs, Hayden has that ability to get low and make a cut in a real quick fashion. That's his hockey skills, his skating skills coming into play. He kind of looked like a skater there, just going between the defense. But if the linemen can keep getting them past the line and they get into linebacker level, these running backs are very talented. They can do a lot.
Drought now, the single back, same look again. Motion Ellison, almost looks like the same play one more time, and it is. Drought will get past the 10 down to the 5. That's near a first down, depending on the spot. It's right at the first down marker. Officials are going to say that's a Schuler Insurance first down, 1st and goal. Mustangs from the 5.
Well, they got to get it in, Chad. They've really done a nice job starting the game. Now it's just a matter of finishing and getting in the end zone.
Now Hayden Weir will come in for Drought this time. Weir still looking for his first touchdown of the season. It's going to be Higbee up front to try to get into the end zone, but he'll come up short, 3 yards down to the 2.
Well, that was a nice job by John. You know, you get real close to the line and you're tempted to put the ball out to try to reach it over the line, but that's where those fumbles can occur. So nice job of Higbee just staying patient, you know, live for another down. It's still 2nd and goal from, what's it going to be, the 2-yard line? You hate the risk of fumbles, so nice job there by the Menomonie Junior.
It'll be Johnson and Higbee and the power I up front for Schaefer in the backfield. That's going to be Schaefer right side. Another touchdown for Schaefer. Wow. Number 12 on the season. And the Mustangs up 14-0 early. Boy, what a great start. 2:03 left here in this first quarter.
BYC Kai's for the best buys. That Menomonie Mustangs touchdown sponsored by Kai's Chevrolet. And homecoming night on a beautiful Friday evening. You couldn't ask for anything more. Mustangs up 14-0. And with Dingwall out tonight, he's not available. It looks like they're going to go for 2 again.
Yeah, they are going to keep the offense on the field. Schaefer will come out. He got the last 2-point conversion. It'll be Drought and Higbee in a single eye look this time. Play action. Looking for Higbee. No, he's going to go over top to Barron, and he's got him. Nice pass by Johnson to Barron. And 16-0 Menomonie over North with 2:03 remaining here in this first half. We'll be back in 30 seconds on Mustangs TV.
Looking for a team approach to managing your finances? With over 70 years of experience and 12 locations, Dairy State Bank has built a reputation for helpful customer service and support. While our service ethic is old-fashioned, our products and services are not. We offer a full range of loan programs as well as online banking, mobile deposit, and transaction alerts to fit your busy lifestyle. Dairy State Bank, banking on relationships, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Chad Zutter, Joe Zadowski back with you here from Williams Stadium, campus of UW Stout. And Joe, it has been all Mustangs here early on. Just a great job here offensively. Defense doing a good job with some new guys mixed in there well. Other than that opening big run by Olsen, North hasn't done much offensively. And the flip side, Menomonie's done everything offensively.
Yeah, you got to be really pleased if you're the Menomonie coaching staff right now. Perfect way to start a homecoming game.
Bounce to Gertz up top there on your screen. He'll come to the near side, the long side of the field. He'll get past the 40 all the way up near the 45 before he comes out about. Gertz has done some nice returns 3 times, and he's got all 3 to the 30 or past that on his kick returns so far tonight.
And Chad, Gertz got tied up with the kicker, Isaac Nielsen, a little bit out of bounds, and I was watching that closely because sometimes when that happens out of bounds, you end up with some sort of scuffle. They helped each other up. That Gertz, he reached down, helped Nielsen up, and that's just great sportsmanship. Both these teams, they want to win this game, and there's no question the Mustangs are trying to have a little payback for last year, but great sportsmanship by the North Huskies and the Menomonie Mustangs. Just love to see that here with about 2 minutes left in the first quarter.
Yeah, it's going to be McCracken this time at the quarterback position. Olsen will take it. He'll drag Thornton along with Jacobs as well, a couple yards, maybe picks up 4 on that first down. We see McCracken back in. So that first series we saw McCracken at quarterback. Second series we saw Shipman. Now back to McCracken. And this is, I'm sure coaches saw this last week on film and know to study both quarterbacks and expect them to switch, maybe series to series here.
Hey, Chad, I just got a scoring update from Charlie Schneider. The Brewers now leading the Miami Marlins 13-0. It's the bottom of the 5th inning. The Cubs lost today. I think if the Brewers win this one, they're right on the doorstep.
Well, the magic number closing in. Nice hit up front there by Schaefer. Knocks him back. And Olsen maybe picks up a yard.
Boy, I thought that was a Mike Sill Insurance tackle for a loss, but they might have given him forward progress.
I think they did. Maybe give him a yard there, but it was awfully close to a no-gainer.
So it makes it 3rd and a manageable 4 here for the Huskies right near midfield. And if Menomonie can make it a 4th down, it's going to be a decision time here for the Huskies. 40 seconds left here in this first quarter. Let's hope the Mustangs can hope that happens. Rolling to his right, McCracken nowhere to go. He's just going to have to throw it away. He was looking for Jensen, but he was double teamed, and nothing there. So it will be 4th and 4 here, and the clock is stopped with an incomplete pass. 21 seconds in this first quarter, and Matt McGinnis, the head coach here for North, it looks like he's keeping the offense on the field, so it's a big play early on here. The momentum has been all in Menomonie's favor. This would just increase it that much more with a stop here, Joe.
Well, you got to make sure if you're the defense here, you don't get too excited and jump off sides, because an encroachment penalty would be an automatic first down within 5 yards here of the first down marker. But if you're North, you got to try to keep this Mustangs offense off the field a little bit. I can see why they're trying to go for it.
Kraken looking to pass. Good
nice
hit
catch
right there by Pember, but it was enough from Jensen. He pulled it in for about a 7-yard gain, so that will move the chains here for the Huskies. And as the chains get reset, we should wind down to the end of the first quarter. There's 16 seconds left. And it looks like the Huskies noticed that, and the quarterback, McCracken, just going to take his time. They'll let it run out. So we'll head her to the second quarter here as the clock strikes 000. We'll be back on Mustangs TV. The Mustangs with a big lead, 16-0 over the Huskies in 30 seconds. Switching gears here, Chad Zutter and Joe Zanowski back with you here. I shouldn't say switching gears, switching directions here. As you see on your screen, the Huskies now will go right to left on your, we'll call it your mobile device, TV, laptop, whatever way you're tuning in here tonight on Mustangs TV. 1st and 10 here for the Huskies after they picked up a 4th and 4 at midfield there. That was a big first down for them. And there's Cam Olsen again, and boy, he'll just drag some Mustangs for a first down. He was hit at about the 37-yard line. He dragged Mustangs another 5 yards and was able to move the chains. Impressive run there by Olsen.
Yeah, Cam Olsen, he's a strong runner. And, Brody Thornton made some pretty good contact with him, but Olsen just had a head of steam. And it's probably going to take more than one Mustang to take him down, especially if you go high. Brody kind of had him up around his shoulder pads. Going to have to get his feet if you want to take him down right away.
Now, Olsen coming into tonight, 121 carries for 611 yards and 2 touchdowns. High snap. Olsen will get it off the handoff. He'll break a tackle and then get knocked down right at the 30. Nice tackle there by one of the corners there, Ferguson, to bring Olsen down. Here comes Cage Sorensen into the game here, and Helminski will take a break for the Mustangs. So a 2nd and 6 here for North. They're closing in on the red zone. They were down here on their first drive for Menomonie. A big sack kind of swifled that drive, but nice coverage there in the defensive backfield. The pass intended for Solberg, but just a little out of his reach there from the quarterback, McCracken. And it'll be a 3rd and 6 here for the Huskies upcoming.
Chad, we just got a text to the booth that the Menomonie girls cross country team just won the GRIAC competition. Girls cross country team is just off to a great start to the season. So congratulations, a shout out to all the runners and coaches for the Menomonie cross country team. The girls won the GRIAC competition. Great job there by the Mustangs.
McCracken will roll to his right, really nowhere to go. He's going to have to throw it away, and we got another fourth down upcoming here for the Huskies. Mustangs defense has had one turnover on downs here tonight, and the Huskies have also converted one fourth down. So this is kind of, you call it the rubber match here. 1-1 for first down so far on both sides. Whoever wins this one will be up on the fourth down conversions, offense or defense. See what the Mustangs do here defensively.
I'm sure North really wants to score on this drive, obviously, but at least they've done their job of giving their defense a little bit of a break.
Olsen offset to McCracken's left, and we are going to have a timeout here before the snap by head coach Matt McGinnis. He's used a couple already. 10:46 remains in this first half. We'll be back in 30 seconds on Mustangs TV.
September is College Savings Month. Whether you're a new parent or your child's already off to high school, it's a good time to think about the future. Next to retirement planning, paying for your children's education could be the largest expense your family will bear. Dairy State Bank offers a variety of savings accounts, as well as other options that may offer greater return, but with more risk. Give us a call today. Dairy State Bank, banking on relationships. Member FDIC.
Chad Zutter, Joe Zadowski back with you here, coming down this 4th and 6 here for the Eau Claire North Huskies. Big play upcoming here for this Mustangs defense, looking to get their second fourth down stop here tonight. Kraken in the pocket.
Oh, nice
He's
blitz there by Schaefer.
And Schaefer will take him down. Siri Benru photography turnover on down. Schaefer the sack, a Mike Sell Insurance sack as well. So a couple sponsors get in on the action on that play right there.
That's what you call a money play there,
That's
Chad.
Right.
And the Mustangs did a great job overloading the left side of the Eau Claire North line of scrimmage, and they had three guys rushing, and Schaefer was the third guy through. And, man, he is really playing at a quick pace tonight. Great job there by the Mustangs defense. 1st and 10 for Menomonie.
At 10:41 remains here in this first half. It has been all Mustangs early. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. North 3 drives, and about, I would say, 4 first downs so far. Coming out in the shotgun look here with Johnson. He's got 3 set to his bottom, or I should say his right, bottom of your screen. That's going to be a handoff to Drought up the middle, and he'll bounce to the left, maybe pick up a couple. 2nd and 8. And see you on your screen there in the bottom half, all our sponsors that make these broadcasts possible, and Schuler Insurance, Siri Benrud Photography, Mike Sell Insurance. They were both mentioned just moments ago here. The Rotary Club, as you see offset to your Eau Claire North left side, they're a new sponsor on board here for tonight, so I'd like to thank them for helping us out here on the broadcast as well. And under center now, Johnson. A pitch near side to Drought. He's going to try to get the corner. He'll be taken down at the line of scrimmage, and that's a no-gainer. So 3rd and long coming up here for the Mustangs. Those other scores, I know we're got some other scores from around the league. We've got a few updates here throughout this broadcast, but we will get to those here as we get them throughout our broadcast as well. I know Joe's working pretty hard to get some of those scores up there. You can see Hudson over Memorial right now, 13-0. And we're getting other scores as well throughout this game. So we'll keep you posted. New Richmond, 12-0 over Chippewa Falls. That was one we were thinking would be a good close game. Might still be a lot of football left. But for now, we got a timeout by head coach Mike Sins for the Menomonie Mustangs. We got 9-12 remaining in this first half. Mustangs up big, 16-0 over the Huskies. We'll be back in 30 seconds on Mustangs TV. Chad Zutter, Joe Zadowski back with you here from Williams Stadium, campus of UW Stout, and Mustangs coming out on this 3rd and 7 here. Trying to convert, get one of those Schuler Insurance first downs. A bunch trips to the bottom in the shotgun look here for Johnson. Goodman all alone.
Wow,
up
he's
top.
got a lot of room on top.
He's going to go short.
Oh,
and
no.
Off of Thornton's hands. I think that was intended actually for Barron. Thornton kind of played a defender, unfortunately, on that one.
I think you're right. That ball was thrown to Barron, and Barron had a crease. Brody Thornton trying to make a play, but that was unfortunate for the Mustangs.
So that will bring up a punting situation here.
Now, Dingwall usually is the punter as well, with him being out tonight.
I think Cade Sorensen is the backup punter, and that's who we see back there. So Cade Sorensen will replace him as the punter here tonight.
And he punted for the sophomore team last year. Did a real nice job. He's very capable.
Kane Johnson, the long snapper. We've seen him make some great special teams tackles this season. Always gets that free release. You can't hit the long snapper in high school football. And Sorensen, a good punt. Johnson right down there to try to grab him, and Gertz will pick up just a yard or two on the cover, on the return, I should say. Good coverage by the Mustangs special teams unit.
Yeah, I think that was Ray Pember there, number 0 for the Mustangs. And Ray had a good game last week too, against Hudson. That junior's really been playing well at the safety spot.
Now we see actually McCracken staying in there at quarterback. This is the first time we've seen McCracken take back-to-back series. We saw Shipman get the second series and McCracken get the third. Well, he'll stay out there for the fourth as well. Will McCracken for the Huskies. Olsen offset to his left, and that's who will take it in the backfield. What a hit. We'll see who was in on that stop. That was Helminski. What a great job for getting in, and a tackle for loss sponsored by Mike's L Insurance.
Yeah, Ben Helminski, he's fired up, and he made the initial contact, and then Anthony Sackery, he was in on that, and just a good team defense by the Mustangs.
They've done a good job, have the Mustangs, on Cam Olsen since that opening about 40-yard run on the first play of tonight's game. Done a good job of bottling him up for the most part. He will continue to touch the ball. We heard that from head coach Mike Sins. Don't be surprised if he gets 20 to 30 carries tonight.
There's Olsen.
And there he is again, this time a big gainer near a first down to make it about a 10-yard gain. And that's going to be 3rd and short here for the Huskies. Just past the 40 at the 42.
That time Parker Jacobs playing the far side, outside end of the line there. He got sucked in a little bit, not able to keep contained, and give Olsen credit. Nice job running and getting outside, making this a 3rd and short.
And you got to think Cam Olsen on a 3rd and short is probably going to be the guy getting it. He's taken the last 2 carries. We'll see what North draws up here, and there it is, Cam Olsen. And he should have enough for a first down. It'll be marked just short of the 45, and you see the official right at the bottom of your screen pointing first down. So move the chains, Huskies.
Boy, I hate to jinx it, Chad, but this has been a pretty clean first half. I haven't seen that yellow hanky out there.
Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully we don't have the broadcaster's jinx on this play here. But
so it's under 7.5 minutes. The clock is running here in the second quarter. Mustangs, they want to get that ball back here, and North is trying to play keep away. Both teams still have, actually North only has 1 timeout. Menomonie has 2.
Olsen offset. He'll take it for the 4th straight carry for Olsen, and he'll pick up 3 on that first down near midfield. But yeah, we just talked about it moments ago. Head coach Mike Sins in the pregame interview, he mentioned that don't be surprised if you see Cam Olsen getting close to 30 carries in this game. He is a guy that will get a majority of the carries, if not all the carries in this football game. But when you touch the ball 30 times, I mean, that could be 50% of your plays. You might not run 50 to 60 plays in a high school football game. He's getting 30 carries. That's a guy that getting a lot of options here to try to do something for the Huskies.
Well, and Cade Sorensen did a really good job going low on that last play. You got to tackle Olsen low.
And that quick quarterback pressure kind of made a bad pass there. McCracken had Jensen for maybe a 5-yard gain, but
The pass was off the mark thanks to Thornton's pressure. And we have a 3rd and long coming up here, 3rd and 7 officially for the Huskies.
Yeah, I think Brody Thornton, you're going to see him play more on the defensive end than the offensive end. He's playing both ways, but that was a really nice job there by the junior, putting pressure on the quarterback. That's a big 3rd down here, Chad.
Yeah, near midfield again. Huskies have been in Menomonie's side of the field a couple times tonight, have not been in the red zone yet. Pressure quick on the blitz, and a nice pass and catch there for a 1st down from McCracken and Burns. Boy, that is about as good as you can do as a high school quarterback. McCracken saw the pressure, quick release over the defense, right into the hands of a running Burns. I mean, that was good defense, better offense on that play.
That was very well done, and you called it. I mean, McCracken knew he was going to take a hit. I mean, the blitz was coming. Schaefer came hard. It was the same blitz the Mustangs ran in the last possession. But McCracken, give him credit. He stepped into it and made a real nice pass. With under 6 minutes now, North is starting to take the air out of the ball here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, moving the ball. That was a big 3rd down conversion there for the Huskies. And they're going to go back to Burns again on the aerial attack. And he'll pick up about 6 or 7 inside the 35 down to the 34. Make it a 2nd and 4 here for the Huskies. And again, they have not been inside the red zone, but this is the 3rd time they've been in Mustangs territory. So they've been able to move the ball a little bit tonight, but they've been stifled just outside the red zone on 2 turnovers on downs.
Burns was trying to reach out to get an extra yard. I don't know, kind of ill-advised. He's a real good athlete, but luckily he's able for North to hold on to the ball.
It's going to be Cam Olsen. He'll be hit by Sorensen in the backfield. What a great job by the linebacker. The junior linebacker. That's a Mike Sell insurance tackle for loss at the 35. Make it 3rd and 5.
And again, Cage comes running in there, and he goes low. A little bit better control that time. We saw him run through clean in the first possession of the game. Still needs to break down a little bit more probably, but a great job there by Cage Sorensen. Hey, Mike Sell insurance tackle for a loss. You got to love it.
Yeah, any good defensive coordinator will use that word, over-pursue, and you got to be real careful about over-pursuing on the defense. Sometimes you could just take yourself right out of the play. Good job by Sorensen on that last one to make the play. Timeout Mustangs here, 3rd and 5 upcoming here for the Huskies at the 35 of the Mustangs. We'll be back in 30 seconds on Mustangs TV.
September is College Savings Month. Whether you're a new parent or your child's already off to high school, it's a good time to think about the future. Next to retirement planning, paying for your children's education could be the largest expense your family will bear. Dairy State Bank offers a variety of savings accounts, as well as other options that may offer greater return, but with more risk. Give us a call today. Dairy State Bank, banking on relationships. Member FDIC.
Dairy State Bank.
Chad Zutter, Joe Zadowski back with you here from Williams Stadium, campus of UW Stout. Big 3rd and 5 coming up here for the Huskies coming out of this Mike Sims timeout for the Mustangs. Each team just 1 timeout left. They got 3. They've used them. Now, the coaches on both sides.
Now, Menomoni's been blitzing the left side of the North defense on these 3rd downs, and North is countered by throwing a slant into the blitz. See how the coaches changed up with the chess match here on this 3rd down.
Yeah, keep an eye out for Brady Jensen, the tight end, as well for North.
They blitz the other side.
What a great pass.
Beautiful.
There. That's going to be a touchdown for North, and they picked up the blitz, and it got him a touchdown. 35-yard touchdown from McCracken to Travion Johnson. And that's the first scoring here for North tonight.
Well, give the Eau Claire North coaching staff credit. You know, the timeout was there. They probably figured Menomonie was going to change their strategy a little bit, and they did. They still brought pressure, but on the other side, and North threw the ball to the other side. Nice job there.
Extra point up and good as well here, and the Mustangs will lead now 16-7 over the Huskies. We'll be back in 30 seconds on Mustangs TV.
Chad Zutter, Joe Zadowski back with you here from Williams Stadium, campus of UW Stout. Menomonie leads 16-7 over the Huskies after that 35-yard touchdown pass from McCracken to Johnson just moments ago. Mustangs defense held strong for 4 drives, but the Huskies did a good job on a couple blitz pickups and then just good plays, good play calls against blitzes as well. And they got themselves a touchdown on the board here to the Huskies. Hoff will take it at the 5. A little problem back there between Hoff and Weir. And Hoff will get up to the 15, but Weir originally got that one and then just kind of fumbled it, and Hoff had to pick it up. That's a live ball. Obviously, you can't let it just sit there. So Hayden Weir is coming off the field limping a little bit. Let's hope he's okay. Well, here comes the offense here for the Mustangs.
Nice job by James Hoff. You know, it was definitely a snafu, but James was able to pick it up, secure the ball, and get some positive yardage.
So 1st and 10, Menomonie on their own 15. North running a player on late. Here's some confusion on their defensive side. And a trap play to Higbee. He'll pick up about 7 yards, we'll call it, to the 22-yard line. I'll make it 2nd and 3 here for the Mustangs. 4 minutes remain here. We just went under there as the clock continues. 1 timeout each side here for Menomonie and North.
Chad, we got a message sent into the booth. A question: has there been a penalty tonight? I don't think there has been.
I do not think there has been either. Another trap play for Higbee again. This time he'll pick up the Schuler Insurance first down. And correction, that was Goodman on the trap. Never mind. Not Higbee this time. So Goodman with the carry moves the sticks for the Mustangs.
About 3.5 minutes left in the half. There's plenty of time here for Menomonie. In fact, in a way, you don't want to score too quickly. I'm sure they're not too worried about that. But with only 1 timeout, you have to have a little more urgency than you have. But this is patented Menomonie 2023. Score at the end of the half and then get the ball to start the second half, see if they can do it again.
And out intended there for Thornton. Led him a little bit too much to Johnson, incomplete. That'll make 2nd and 10 here. But yeah, we talked about it throughout this entirety of the season, that double dip opportunity here. Mustangs have had that opportunity more than most teams do in a complete season, and they're trying to take advantage of that here again as time winded down here in this first half.
And Chad, coming in, we knew North had a good secondary, and they're showing it. They're really playing some pretty good tight coverage on the Menomonie receivers. And Menomonie's got great receivers this year. But North is doing a pretty good job with their defense against the pass.
Draw play, hit right in the backfield. Schaefer did not fool that North defense, and that 3-yard loss is going to make it 3rd and 13 here for the Mustangs. Huskies with 3:01 and actually under 3 now to play have a chance to maybe get the ball back here if they can get a stop here on this 3rd and long for the Mustangs.
Yeah, if I'm the coach for Eau Claire North, I'm saying watch for the screen. If I'm coaching the Mustangs, I might be throwing it down the sideline or down the seam, but I think this is a good time for a safe play, maybe some sort of screen. It'd be nice to keep that clock moving. North only has 1 timeout left.
They're going to go straight deep. Throw to Ellison right through his hands. He had a chance to go up and grab that one. Good secondary help there by number 6 for the Huskies, Garrett Stoffel. And that will most likely give it back here to the Huskies as out comes the punt unit for the Mustangs. It'll be Gertz back here for North to receive. And again, Cage Sorensen, the punter now for the Mustangs with Dingwall out tonight.
That was a nice throw by Johnson. I thought he put it in a spot where only Ellison could catch it. And I think when Isaac goes back and looks at that one, he'll probably think he would like to have that one back. It certainly was not an easy catch, but I think that ball was catchable. North maybe looking for a block.
Good
nice punt.
Very nice punt by Sorensen to Gertz. Gertz will take it.
Uh-oh.
Johnson just gets the missed tackle, and then Gertz will get past midfield down to about the 49-yard line. Johnson had a chance to get him right where he caught him,
And like we talked about earlier in the broadcast, he's done a great job on special teams this season with some big tackles. Missed that opportunity. And Huskies actually start right at midfield at the 50.
Yeah, I've been playing with the ticker too much with the scoring updates. I realized I forgot to change the quarter to second quarter. Here we are with just a little over 2 minutes left in the half, and it's been sitting on first quarter on the scoreboard the whole time. I apologize for that. But it is the second quarter, about 2 minutes left, and Eau Claire North, they have the ball. They're going to be looking to try to tie this thing up if they can, or at least get within one if they can.
Yeah, quick pitch to Olsen, far side. He'll be hit right at the line of scrimmage. We'll fall forward. A whole slew of Mustangs in there. You see Max Harrison, one of the guys. Helminski also in there as well. Number 7 in there as well. Reed Sigelski, excuse me.
Yeah, Reed's had some real big special teams tackles for the Mustangs this year. But I'll tell you what, Menomonie had all the momentum, kind of like last week. You hate to say it, but kind of like last week, to come out, get a couple touchdowns, and like Hudson, North has come back with a vengeance here, and they can put this thing within reach here. They can convert on this drive.
That 2nd and 8 drop by Jensen. He probably didn't have a first down. Would have made it a much more manageable 3rd down, however. And that drop is going to make it 3rd and long here for the Huskies.
North has had a lot of success in those deep slants, and most of it's been a product of Menomonie bringing the blitz, the quarterback from North recognizing the blitz, and then throwing to the blitz side where there's just only one defender. It's a one-on-one situation. So see what they dial up here.
Shotgun look here.
Here comes Thornton.
Thornton on the blitz will take him down. A big-time sack on a 3rd and 8, and that Mike Sell Insurance tackle for loss and a timeout. Head coach Mike Sins wisely taken because that would have run another 35 seconds off the clock with 1:24 left. Menomonie's going to want to get the ball back and maybe try to get some points on the board here before half. So the 2nd sack tonight here from Brody Thornton on defense. He is doing something at that linebacker position here this evening. We'll take 30 seconds, be back right after this.
Looking for a team approach to managing your finances? With over 70 years of experience and 12 locations, Dairy State Bank has built a reputation for helpful customer service and support. While our service ethic is old-fashioned, our products and services are not. We offer a full range of loan programs as well as online banking, mobile deposit, and transaction alerts to fit your busy lifestyle. Dairy State Bank, banking on relationships, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Chad Zutter, Joe Zadowski back with you here from Williams Stadium on the campus of UW Stout. Mustangs still lead North 16-7 here. 1:24 remains in this first half. And back to receive is going to be Drought and Goodman.
Now the Mustangs set up a wall on an earlier punt. See if they can do that again. Get a nice return. Nice kick by the punter.
Very nice kick for...
Here's the wall on the near
Goodman,
side.
He's got a wall. Got a lot of room to run here. Gets a nice block past midfield.
Oh,
he's
he cut it in.
Back at the 40. One guy to beat. He'll spin around it, but will step out of bounds there. And that big return is going to get Mustangs in very good opportunity here to score with 1:07 remaining.
I'll tell you what, that's exactly what Menomonie needed, and that was a good use of the last timeout by the Menomonie coaching staff. They saved enough time that the offense could do something, but without that long return, that'd be a long way to go with just 1:07. But, boy, if starting field position at the 33-yard line, Mustangs got to be smelling the end zone here.
And near in the red zone here are the Mustangs with 1:07 remaining in this first half, a 9-point lead. And they got a chance to extend that here.
So you got Goodman, you got Thornton, and you got Ellison up on the far side. 3 really good receivers. Schaefer just right to the quarterback.
Schaefer's going to take it, try to get outside. Oh, get out of bounds if you can here,
wow.
Schaefer. He does. What a great job. Oh, that's just raw speed right there. Some guys had angles on him, and he was able to beat all those guys to the sideline and also pick up 8 yards on the play and able to stop the clock with exactly 1 minute remaining in this first half.
When Schaefer got the ball on the right side of the quarterback, there was no way it looked like he was going to be able to get to the left sideline. And you really can't say it was bad defense. The guys had decent angles. Still, Schaefer just playing with an extra gear tonight.
I just outrun and cut down those angles did Schaefer on that one.
So 2nd and 2, Chad, I think you got an opportunity to take a shot in the end zone if you want. You should be able to pick up the first down if you need to on 3rd down. 2nd and 2, take a shot.
Yeah, you got Goodman pretty much all by himself here on the bottom of your screen. There's that one penalty this entire half, and it's a false start on the Mustangs. Correction, that was Thornton on the bottom of your screen there all alone.
We'll credit that one to Timmer. He was the one that had the question, and that was like talking about a no-hitter, Timmer. You just don't do it.
That's right. We're in the 6th inning. You don't say no-hitter. That's right. Jack Wright will come out. Schaefer will come in.
I think that changes your play call a little bit. Instead of taking a shot to the end zone, I mean, you still need to score, but now you're thinking you really don't want to end up with 3rd and 7.
No timeouts left for the Mustangs.
Screen.
And another false start here 2 times in a row here for the Mustangs. And these penalties are going to make it much more challenging for the Mustangs to get points here before half. You went from 2nd and 2 to now 2nd and 12. And like you said, Joe, we're going back here. What you're going to call just kind of starts to dwindle down as well. I mean, you don't have as many options now, and you got a longer ways to go to pick up that first down and stop the clock.
Well, the Mustangs can pick it up in chunks. They've shown the ability to do that, but those are 2 really big mistakes at a pretty crucial time. 57 seconds left to go now in the half.
Goodman Johnson in the pocket.
Nice play.
A great pass to Goodman. That'll be enough for a first down, a 13-yard pickup, and stops the clock out of bounds. Boy, that was a very nice pass and catch.
And that's what a good team does, Chad. You see it in baseball. You see it in other sports. You end up having a mistake. In this case, 2 mistakes. Well, then someone's got to step up, and Brady Johnson stepped up for the Mustangs, got good blocking up front, good route by Goodman, and Johnson put it right on him. Beautiful pickup. Only took 5 seconds off the clock, 52 seconds left.
A lot of time for the Mustangs to still get in that end zone. They are just a yard outside of the red zone.
Oh, wow, look at this.
Schaefer will get him in there and plenty more. A nice block up top from Thornton's going to give him a 22-yard touchdown run.
That touchdown sponsored by Kai's Chevrolet. Be wise, seek Kai's for the best buys. And, man, that's what the Mustangs needed after a couple mistakes. Just terrific to see them. That's kind of a risky call running that draw with that much time left, but they put their trust in Steele Schaefer, the senior, and Schaefer did a tremendous job getting in the end zone. Good blocking, good run, touchdown Mustangs.
3rd time this season Steele Schaefer has had 3 touchdowns in a game. He has 13 on the season. We still got 2 more quarters to play. It's been impressive offensive performance here from Schaefer thus far. Shift left side here on this 2-point try. Going to be play action naked to his left and running it in will be
for Pete's sake.
Johnson.
I didn't take the graphic out of the I apologize for that. Johnson had a real nice run, and the Kai Chevytown touchdown graphic I forgot to pull off the screen. There's some sort of drone flying around up here, which you're not supposed to really do that during a game, so the superintendent of me kind of took over, and I lost focus. But let's describe that for the viewers.
A little naked boot to his left here on the play action, and Johnson had a couple receivers there, but ended up just going by himself. There was nobody there, and ran it in for 2. As we hear just what you're talking about, we had a drone delay in a Minnesota Twins game about 3-4 years ago, and have a little drone delay here as well on the Mustangs' homecoming evening.
Yeah, and I apologize again. Brady Johnson did a great job taking that snap, bootleg to the far side, and I'll tell you, that's the most convicted I've seen Brady run. there's been a couple times where he's, made some nice runs to pick up a first down or whatever. That time he smelled the end zone, and there was nothing that was going to stop him. So great job by the Menomonie Junior. Again, I apologize that you didn't see it on the screen because of the graphic. And, the drone situation is really for everyone's safety. You hate to see that drone end up crashing into the stands. It's a small drone, but nevertheless, it could cause damage. And if it's out there again, they'll probably have to delay the game. And I think it's up above the press box now, so at least it's not over the crowd. And I'm sure the game personnel will take care of that. So to reset a little bit, Chad, we're at, 44 seconds to go here in the half. Mustangs leading 24-7.
And Isaac Nielsen will kick it away again here.
Nice kick.
It'll be Gertz for the fourth time tonight to return that kickoff past the 30. He's done a good job on those kickoff returns. He's got 25 yards plus on every return, has Gertz here tonight on the kick returns. North, however, with no timeouts and 38 seconds, they got a ways to go. And you got to remember that touchdown too, Joe. That was a set up by a huge return by Jack Trout on that punt return.
Yeah.
Great job. I think
Brady
it was Brady Goodman.
Yeah, Brady Goodman
and Jack Trout were both back there. Brady Goodman, a huge punt return, got the Mustangs within striking distance. And the Menomonie Mustangs, a chance for that old double dip again in this game with a comfortable 24-7 lead coming out of halftime. The Mustangs will receive the kickoff. And, head coach Matt McGinnis is going to take a knee. I don't think he'll have to take one more, and that should do our halftime scores. We're under 27 seconds to go. The officials, I think, are talking with the head coach Matt McGinnis to see if they do have to run or take one more knee. Neither team, I should say, North has one timeout, Menomonie none. And we're at 10 seconds. And it looks like North will probably have to run one more play. 2 seconds, 1 second. Nope, there is our halftime. So we are at halftime. Your score, as you see on the bottom half of your screen, 24-7. Menomonie leading Eau Claire North. And we're going to take a couple-minute break. We'll be back with our halftime show sponsored by TMS Tire and Auto and Wisconsin Credit Union. You're watching Mustangs TV.
I can count.
On West Wisconsin Credit Union.
Now, Wisconsin Credit Union.
Wisconsin. Read it.
Wisconsin's.
I can't say it like she can say it.
I lost my words.
Let me just say it in my head one time.
I struggle with this part.
Why is this so hard?
Hard to say, but easy to do business with. Wisconsin Credit Union.
Wisconsin Credit.
Sorry, we have to start all over.
Good material here.
TMS Tire and Auto is a proud sponsor of the Menomonie Mustangs. Family owned since 1978. TMS Tire and Auto has 3 locations in Baldwin, Boyceville, and Menomonie, and can serve all your automotive needs. Visit us online at tmstireandauto.com or call us at 715-235-9119 to schedule your appointment today. Go Mustangs!
September is College Savings Month. Whether you're a new parent or your child's already off to high school, it's a good time to think about the future. Next to retirement planning, paying for your children's education could be the largest expense your family will bear. Dairy State Bank offers a variety of savings accounts, as well as other options that may offer greater return, but with more risk. Give us a call today. Dairy State Bank, banking on relationships. Member FDIC.
Dairy State Bank.
Looking for a team approach to managing your finances? With over 70 years of experience and 12 locations, Dairy State Bank has built a reputation for helpful customer service and support. While our service ethic is old-fashioned, our products and services are not. We offer a full range of loan programs as well as online banking, mobile deposit, and transaction alerts to fit your busy lifestyle. Dairy State Bank, banking on relationships, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
He was a three-sport medal winner in wrestling, football, qualifier, and a two-time state finalist in wrestling, and medaled in all 4 appearances with 2 fourth-place finishes and 2 second-place finishes. Hall of Fame inductee, Evan Pysik. From the class of 2013, Stephanie Friedenfels-Terry. She was a letter winner in track and field, volleyball, basketball, and gymnastics. In track and field, she was a 3-time conference champion in the triple jump, 2-time conference champion in the high jump, and in 2012 was a state champion in the triple jump. She is also a 2-time recipient of the Army Achievement Medal. Hall of Fame inductee Stephanie Friedenfels-Terry. And our 6th inductee is Coach Wendy Hastings. She was the head girls tennis coach for 38 years and currently ranks 4th in the state with over 440 dual meet wins. During her career, she had over 60 state qualifiers. In 2012, she started the middle school tennis program, which now supports over 30 girls and 30 boys each season. In 1977, Wendy and her doubles partner, Julie Lammer, were the first tennis players to qualify for the state tournament. Representing Wendy tonight is the Hastings family.
Welcome back to Williams Stadium. Just finishing up the Hall of Fame inductions for 2023, and what a great group out there. Pete Noreen, Jody Anderson-Dotseth, Mike Schmidt being represented by his parents, Evan Pysig, Stephanie Friedenfels-Terry, and Wendy Hastings being represented by her family. What a tribute to Menomonie athletics, the Menomonie community, and the school district of the Menomonie area. Just a really nice event here for homecoming, and great to see people come back to town and be recognized for just some real terrific accomplishments. But on the TMS Tire and Auto and Wisconsin Credit Union halftime show, it's going to be our pleasure to talk with our cameraman tonight, former school board president, also head of the facilities department at CISA 10, Charlie Schneider. Charlie, thanks for joining us tonight.
Good evening, Joe. Great to be here.
And we really appreciate your work on the camera. I know Eric is usually up here, but he's got a special night tonight with homecoming. He got to play in the band, and then every game, Coach Sins, they identify some freshman football players, and then those football players get to do the pregame walkthrough. They get to be on the sideline for the game, and then they get to go out with the team after the game to kind of have a meal and have a lot of camaraderie. And that's just one way that Coach Sins tries to build culture in the program. And Eric and a few of his buddies were selected for that tonight. So he's not up here, and appreciate Charlie filling in. And Charlie, you've done a lot of camera work for Menomonie football over the years, haven't you?
I did. I think about 10 years I did the end zone camera and most of the film work for the team, for the football team only. But yeah, it's good to be back.
I'll tell you what, I remember you setting up the end zone camera for Coach Labuda, and as a coaching staff, I'm sure they really appreciated having that angle from the end zone. And now it's all automated pretty much, but you had kind of made that homemade. You guys were really kind of ahead of the game at that point.
I made that stand in my garage on a Saturday afternoon. Yep, and Maybe it didn't work as good as some of the other ones, but we got it done.
I'll tell you, it obviously worked well enough for the Mustangs to have a lot of success under Coach Labuda, and guys like you who are willing to volunteer their time was a big part of that success. And before we talk about the fishing club that you're getting started for the school district, I just want to mention, I think that's Jeff Hastings down on the field. Jeff not only was representing Wendy Hastings for the Hall of Fame, Jeff Hastings was also selected by the Student Council to be this year's Grand Marshal for the parade. Jeff had a real nice speech today at the Coronation Assembly at Menomonie High School. Jeff has had years and years of service to the school district, a lot of it through the Booster Club, also as a volunteer coach. And he does a lot more in the community along with that. So a very well-deserved honor there for Jeff Hastings. Got a nice standing ovation there, and just nice to see people like that get recognized. But shifting back to Charlie Schneider here for our halftime interview. Charlie, I know fishing's been a real passion of yours, and I know you've taken me out fishing several times. I've got to watch you teach my kids how to fish. I know you've done that with a lot of other kids and families in the area, and sounds like you're gonna formalize that a little bit with an actual fishing club.
Right. Yeah, like you said, a passion for me, and a passion for me is just passing it on as well. So trying to get those kids out there. There's actually 120. I think we're the 121st team in the state now. So we're gonna get going this fall. We'll have there's 10 ice events and 10 open water events from the 15th of February until about the 1st of June. So we'll try to get in maybe 5 each. So far we've got about 12 to 15 kids signed up, all boys so far. It'd be nice to get a couple girls in there as well. But hopefully we'll get some parents to help out and go catch some fish and just have a lot of fun and get the kids outside.
Now, where did you come up with this idea to have a fishing club? And I know you piloted one competition. What was that, last spring? Is it? You said over 100 teams. I mean, pretty common club activity.
It really is, and it's really grown a lot over the last few years. And actually came up with the idea, if you will, a good friend of mine from high school who I hadn't been in contact with for a while. I'm at a class reunion. He's one of the. He's actually the state president right now, I believe, or vice president of the association. So he coaches in Richmond and started that team many years ago. So we talked about it. I said, hey, I'd love to do that in Menomonie. So we're gonna give it a try. We've got enough kids. Hopefully we can get some parent or teacher support and give it a shot.
I know from the school district standpoint, we have a lot of different clubs. I like to always say we have something for everyone in Menomonie. We have an equestrian club. We have a trap shooting club. We have all sorts of academic and co-curricular and musical clubs and activities. But Charlie, I know there's kind of a probationary status, kind of get the club kicked off. And like you said, student interest is a big part of whether or not a club can take off. I know you had student interest. What kind of support are you looking for from the community? I know that you're active with the Fish and Game Club. What kind of things make it possible for a fishing club to be successful?
Well, they say it takes about $3,000 a year to run the club, bait, gas, all of those kinds of things, because the events might be in Shawano or in West Bend, something like that. So takes some money to do it. And the actual association, the state association, gave us $500, and as part of the Fishing Games Fall Banquet, they allowed me to have a table there and sold some raffle tickets and turned that $500 into $1,000. So we're close. We're getting there. Obviously, donations would be great. Fish and Game has pledged support as well, so I'm sure that they're going to support us as we need. From the community, really, if anybody's willing to help transport the kids and help to teach the kids how to fish and help me, because I can only take 4 or 5, 6 kids at a time. If there's 12 or 15 kids, we're going to have to leave some people behind. So it really would be nice to get some parents involved and other people in the community. Additionally, if anybody's got any equipment, mostly electronics, most of the kids have some rods and reels, that kind of stuff, but any electronics that they might not use anymore, that would be great as well, to have us get a deal on it, if you will, because I want to make this so that it's not dependent on money for the kids. I don't want a kid to say, I can't play, I can't fish because I don't have enough money. So I'm going to do my best to make sure that we can make sure that happens. So that would be a big help to the club for donations as well as time and money, but really, honestly, time more than anything.
Well, and you talk about the electronics, and I'm a real novice fisherman, but I can tell you I've done enough of it now where to go ice fishing without some sort of Vexlar or some sort of flasher, it's a lot different. You know, it sure is nice to be jigging your bait down there knowing that there might be something looking at it. So, yeah, any kind of flasher would certainly be helpful. And some of the kids have them, but, there's some that don't. And, I guess one of the questions I had right away is, do kids have to have a boat? Do they have to have equipment? I mean, because a lot of kids, they might be fishing a little bit, or they might have tried fishing once in their life, but not many kids have that type of equipment.
No, absolutely not. You do not have to have equipment. Come and we'll find equipment. We'll find boats. I'll do my best to get boats there. I've got a lot of friends that are fishermen that have boats. When it comes to that, we'll do our best to make sure the kids aren't left behind. But it's going to be tough. That's why some volunteers would be great. But no, I don't want kids to say, I can't play, I can't fish because I don't have the equipment. Come, everybody come. We'll figure it out. We'll find the equipment. I've got multiple flashers myself, so we can we'll make do. We'll find them.
So how does a fishing competition work? I mean, I've seen some on TV once in a while. You're flipping through and you'll see some sort of fishing contest. But in this type of environment with high school kids involved, how do those contests work?
Well, first of all, it can be middle school kids and high school kids both.
Okay.
At the state championship, then you can only have high schoolers. But other than that, it can be middle or high. But you can fish as many kids as you want to fish. And depending on how the team that is sponsoring it set it up, depending on how they set it up, you might score 5 kids fish. So you pick the 5 that did the best. There's an app on your phone that you use to measure the fish, and somebody scores them, and then you add up the length of the fish. Like the tournament that we did this spring back in June over on Lake Winnebago, we had 5 white bass, 5 walleyes, and a sheephead. And so you add all the length up of all those, and whoever had the most length, that's who won.
You get credit for a sheephead.
And you get credit for your sheephead.
Oh,
absolutely.
I might be good at this team.
There you go. There you go. And the one thing that I really like about it is the kids can come and go as they want. So if this particular weekend we decide we're going to fish an ice tournament somewhere, and the kid has a basketball game, they can play in that basketball game, and then they can be a part of the fishing club again the next week if they don't have a game. So they can kind of come and go. So we can score different people. So everybody may not score that week, but everybody can fish, and it's great camaraderie with the other kids. When the tournament we were in, I think there was 17 different teams. So we got to meet kids from Campbellsport and Oshkosh and Kaukauna and different schools like that around that direction, because that's where the tournament was. We traveled by far the longest distance to get there, but we wanted to try one out. So it was a great experience for the boys. They did a great job. We fished 3 boys out of my boat, and 2 dads came along. So it was a great experience for them. We actually were in first place for a while, and then some other teams took us over when they found some white bass, and we didn't catch much for white bass. But it was a lot of fun, and I really, again, I want to make it so that money isn't an object for the kids, so we can raise money. We'll be selling raffle tickets this fall to raise money as well, but that'll be for next season. We won't get that money until next season. And but just, I'd really like a lot of the kids to come out. We'll get some announcements at school here. As many kids as we can get. I've got 3 or 4 guys that have committed to helping me here and there, but no one's saying, yeah, I'm in and I'm all in, and that's really what we need, one more person that's willing to do that.
So, again, we're talking with Charlie Schneider, former school board president from the school district, who is starting a fishing club that is available to high school students and potentially middle school students as well. Charlie, if someone does want to help out, whether it be financially, whether it be, providing equipment, whether it be being involved as a volunteer and taking some kids fishing, what would you like them to do? Would you like them to contact you, contact me, the school district, and we can put them in touch with you? Well, how does someone help out if they want to?
Well, welcome to contact me. Maybe better to contact the school district to start with, and that's fine. But if they want to contact me, I can give you my number, and I'm happy to do that. I'm always willing to talk fishing and go fishing. So I'm ready to go. The doesn't start until the second week of January. Obviously, we need to get good ice, but we're going to have a couple meetings here this fall. I've got some folks that are going to help tying knots and how to set your pole up and those kinds of things, so that when we get to fishing, we can be ready to go and be competitive, hopefully.
Well, Charlie Schneider, thank you so much for all you've done for the community and for the school district. Really excited about this new opportunity to have a fishing team and a fishing club at Menomonie High School. I can't let you off the hook, though. With every listener, I got to ask, when we talk about the football game a little bit, it's homecoming. Mustangs really had a pretty solid first half. North kind of battled back and scored a touchdown, but that last touchdown by Menomonie, increased the margin. It's 24-7. If you're Coach Sins, you're in the locker room right now, what kind of message do you have for the boys, or what kind of plan do you have coming out here for the second half?
Well, obviously, I think they have to feel good about where they're at, right? Let them back in the game a little bit, but overall, I think they have to feel good about where they're at and keep going. You can't rest. That's how they let them in a little bit, maybe. But we just got to keep going, and I think you and I used to always what's the score going to be kind of thing. I think they're in good shape, and they'll get a couple more. I don't know, we'll get a running clock, but we'll get a couple more.
Hey, I like that idea of the running clock. So, again, like to thank Charlie Schneider for being our halftime guest on the TMS Tire and Auto and Wisconsin Credit Union halftime show. We're going to run it to commercial here just for about a minute or two. There's still a couple minutes left on the clock, and then once the teams come back on the field, they usually put 3 more minutes on the clock. So we're a few minutes away here from starting the second half, but you've been watching Mustangs TV. Be back in just a minute.
On West Wisconsin Credit Union.
Now, Wisconsin Credit Union.
Wisconsin. Read it.
Wisconsin's.
I can't say it like she can say it.
I lost my words.
Let me just say it in my head one time.
I struggle with this part.
Why is this so hard?
Hard to say, but easy to do business with. Wisconsin Credit Union.
Wisconsin Credit.
Sorry, we have to start all over.
Good material here.
TMS Tire and Auto is a proud sponsor of the Menomonie Mustangs. Family owned since 1978. TMS Tire and Auto has 3 locations in Baldwin, Boyceville, and Menomonie, and can serve all your automotive needs. Visit us online at tmstireandauto.com or call us at 715-235-9119 to schedule your appointment today. Go Mustangs!
Welcome back to Williams Stadium. We're still in the TMS Tire and Auto and Wisconsin Credit Union halftime show. Before we get into the keys to the second half, we do have some announcements here we want to make sure we cover. Coming up here Friday, October 6th, so that's coming quick now. The Menomonie class of 2024 parents are hosting a senior lock-in fundraiser. That'll be at Coyote's Den, just west of Menomonie on Highway 29. Again, that's going to be Friday, October 6th from 4 to 8 p.m. And more information, it's going to be a fish fry buffet with soup and salad bar. Cost will be $15 for adults, $10 for those under 7 and over 62. There will be a 50-50 raffle. There'll be a live stream. Chad, I think we're going to be having a pretty good audience that night at Coyotes. A live stream of the football game and food, friends, and fun. So again, it's the Menomonie class of 2024. If you are so inclined, please support that. They'll put on a lock-in for the kids right after graduation, give them a nice, safe place, and every kid walks out of there with a real nice prize.
I think Coyotes Den will be our listener of the game that night. I think that's an easy call for that one there.
That's a good idea, Chad.
And I did finally get a score there for that New Richmond Chippewa game as well, and I know you're working on putting some scores up there, but I'll give you some time to do that, and we'll kind of recap this first half. As you can see on your screen, 24/7, Menomonie over North at the moment. And, it was kind of a Steele Schaefer show in that first half. 3 touchdowns. He also got a 2-point conversion, but we'll run down how this scoring right from the top here. Opening drive, Mustangs went down after they got a stop from North. 6:07 remaining in the first quarter. 29-yard touchdown run by Schaefer. He also ran into 2-point conversion as well. 8-0 at that point. Mustangs led. 2:03 remaining in the first quarter. Schaefer, another touchdown run, this time from 2 yards out. 2-point conversion, good. Barron from Johnson. 16-0 at that point. Second quarter with 4:21 remaining, we saw North finally get on the scoreboard. A 35-yard touchdown pass from McCracken Johnson on a 3rd and 7. PAT by Solberg was good. It was 16-7 that point. Menomonie. And Menomonie got a big punt return with about 1:40 left on a North punt. Got them down to about the 35-yard line. And they were able to cap another touchdown again by Schaefer, a 22-yard touchdown run with 44 seconds left in this first half. Johnson, a little scramble and a 2-point two-point attempt conversion on a scramble made it 24-7, and that's what you see at your halftime score right now. We still got about a minute left before we get to the second half. I'd like to thank some sponsors that make these broadcasts possible. Obviously, TMS Tire and Auto, Wisconsin Credit Union, which you see on your screen, our halftime pregame and postgame sponsor. First down sponsor, Schuler Insurance. Touchdown sponsor, Kai Chevytown. Siri Benrud Photography, our turnover sponsor. Timeout sponsor, Dairy State Bank and Bills Distributing. Mike Sell Insurance, our tackle for loss or sack sponsor. Out of town scoreboard, as you see on your screen right now, Point of Beginning is our sponsor for that. And then our Rotary Club of Menomonie, also another sponsorship for this Menomonie Live, or Mustangs TV, I should say, as well. And you see some scores here, Joe, around the area. River Falls, you see on the screen, 14-0, and I think we saw New Richmond up 25-7 on Chippewa, and Hudson up 27-0 on Eau Claire Memorial. Thought that Chippewa game would be a little closer there. New Richmond kind of taking it to them.
I think New Richmond's got a heck of a team this year again, and Mustangs, they'll be facing New Richmond after we get through this game with North. But just a few other scores. Badgers still playing well at Purdue. Badgers leading 24-10 in the third quarter, and the Brewers all over the Miami Marlins 16-0. With the Cubs losing, Brewers on the doorstep to the postseason.
Goodman and Hoff set to return here on this opening kickoff of this second half. And kicking away Solberg for the Huskies. It'll go straight to Hoff at the 10. He's going to go right up behind the wedge up the middle. Past the 25, he'll be taken down at the 27. That's where Menomonie will open their second half drive.
Nice job there by James Hoff. Early in the season, the wedge hasn't been real effective. That time looked like the wedge was moving forward a little quicker. James has kind of been having to wait for that wedge to move forward. That time is a little more productive, so we'll see what the Mustangs can do. They scored right at the end of the first half, and see if they can come out here and set the stage in the beginning of the third quarter.
Mustangs got on top early here, scored on their opening 2 drives of this game. They've controlled it. The closest North has been since then is 9 points. Right up the middle, just carrying the pile there is the Mustangs' Higbee. And a nice Schuler Insurance first down. I think he got hit about 2 yards into that run, and he went another 8, just carrying guys and getting some help from his offensive line. That was quite a run by Higbee, moves the chains.
John Higbee's had a real nice season so far as the fullback for the Mustangs offense. And just like the first play of the game for Menomonie, first play here in the second half, they give it to their big fullback, and he gets the first down.
Jack Trout now the tailback. He'll take it right behind. Nice spin move, get outside of a tackle, and almost breaks another one. Gets tripped up at about the 40, falls to the 43.
That was a nice spin move by Jack, and without a shoestring tackle there that kind of knocked him off his balance. He might have gone the distance.
Yeah, Jack unfortunately came off the field there limping, and he's had that right ankle injury that kept him out of a couple games. And let's hope he's okay. He went to see the trainer there on the sideline.
Great to see the Mustangs have this success playing more guys, relying on depth a little bit more. Should give them more confidence moving forward.
Higby, nothing on that one. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. A no gainer for Higby on that 1st and 10. And on that play, Carter Vance.
Looks like Brady Johnson's going to run to the sideline to get the play. You know, especially with Drought, he's down there trying to shake off whatever hitch he has in his step. They want to keep Schaefer on the field, so instead of running the play in with Drought or another running back, they just called Johnson over. They're on the near side hash anyway. That allows Schaefer to stay as the tailback.
And as you see Drought, I think he has got...
Oh, the guy went off sides. They didn't call it.
There it is.
Holy cow. What was the guy on the far side doing?
So an easy 5-yard penalty there. That should give Menomonie a first down here. It was 3rd and 4, and 5-yard penalty will give the Mustangs a Schuler Insurance first down right short of midfield.
You know, the far side official got surprised by it, and, you know, that shift, Coach Labuda used to do some of those things, and, you know, you see hard counts, you see a lot of different ways that teams try to pick up that free first down, but that shift, that was effective. That got the far side end from north to jump off sides. Good thing the official on this side of the field saw it all the way across the field.
Hayden Weir now with the tailback in for the Mustangs. He will take it with Johnson leading as the blocker. Good block by Johnson gives Weird near a first down. They're going to mark him a yard short into Huskies territory.
Isaac Ellison had a real nice block on that one too, you know, playing tight end for the Mustangs. You know, Ellison's shown he can be a good receiver, and that blocking, that's the next step to his game. Did a real nice job giving Hayden Weir some room to run.
Here comes Charlie Barron. Ellison will come to the sideline here for the Mustangs. Drought back in. Weir to the sidelines.
Mustangs burning some clock, under 9.5 minutes. Good opening drive.
And the back judge hand goes up, but the Mustangs ready to go. They will get this one off in time. Play action. Rolls to his left. Johnson. It's Barron in the 32-yard line, we'll say. Sliding catch for Barron. That first down, sponsored by Schuler Insurance. Mustangs here in the red zone here. Trying to get in to open this second half. I think would this be the 3rd or 4th double dip the Mustangs
I think it'd be the 4th
this
season. But
it's been impressive.
On that play, Brady Johnson did a good job, you know, picking up the first down. He did have Thornton running deep. You know, I thought Thornton had a step or two, but you know, I know that's something the coaching staff, they want Johnson to take what he can get, and a nice sliding catch by Charlie Barron.
Well, trap play to Higby.
Oh, look at that.
Left side, and
there's
again,
some power.
Just carries some North Huskies and a Schuler Insurance first down right outside the red zone at the 21.
Bryce Shepard, the sophomore guard for the Mustangs, was pretty pumped up after that play. I think the offensive line got some good push, and then when they see their fullback run with that kind of power, that gives them a lot of confidence. So Mustangs knocking on the door of the red zone here. This is exactly the kind of opening drive you wanted if you're Menomonie.
Hayden Weir will come into the game. Schaefer will go to the sidelines.
See Drought still standing over there by the trainer. He's not, you know, getting taped up or anything like that. Probably not a bad move to keep him out as long as the team's still moving the ball.
Hayden Weir, a nice job to shake out of a tackle right at that right at the line of scrimmage, I should say, and gets a few more in. It looks like the rain has just started here as we get our cameraman, Charlie. We see some umbrellas popping up in front of us as well.
Man.
So
please do not lightning. Let's get this thing over with.
Yeah, we some weather expected here. Let's stay away from those thunderstorms. Let's just get some precipitation. Drought in there. Play action. Johnson.
Uh-oh.
They'll throw it away. It may be intended for Barron, but I think that was more just a throwaway. 3rd and 5 now. Mustangs.
I think you're right, Chad, because there was nobody for Menomonie near the pylon, and that's where the ball went. But good choice there by Johnson just to live for the next play. It's 4-down territory here, so you don't have to pick it up necessarily on this play. I wouldn't be surprised to see him give Schaefer the ball up the middle.
Yeah, 3rd and 5 here. Schaefer a very good option. Had some big plays tonight already, has Schaefer. Strong eye to the left, and he'll take it right behind his 2 lead blockers. Not enough for a first down, but he'll be a couple yards near it. And I think we're closing in on John Higbee territory right now. 4th and 2 officially.
Oh, I had 4th and 1 on the screen. I better update that to 4th and 2. This is a big play here for Menomonie. They've chewed up a lot of clock. Under 7 minutes now here. Only 6 minutes and 48 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Great opening drive. Be really nice to pick this one up.
Maybe see Higbee take this one. Schaefer is the tailback. Higbee offset to the right with Johnson.
Double tight ends.
They're going to be Schaefer.
Nice
up the middle, he'll get the first down and more all the way inside the 5 down to the 3. And a 1st and goal Menomonie. Chance to get the 30 here if they can pick up 3 yards.
Great job by Steele cutting it back. I think maybe that play was designed to go off guard, but when Steele got there, he kind of saw North over pursuing, and he just kind of hopped over the middle of the line and got some real nice positive yardage. So it's going to be 1st and goal now for Menomonie. Another nice run for Steele Schaefer, and Hayden Weir's in there now. How many touchdowns? Does Schaefer have 3 touchdowns already tonight?
He's got 3 already tonight. Yep.
Well, if we don't get it in here, he's going to end up with 4, I bet you.
Play action. Brady Johnson rolling to his right. He's got Higbee open. Touchdown. John Higbee this time on a reception. And the Mustangs hit 30 with 5:40 remaining 3rd quarter.
Nice play there. Brady Johnson, the junior quarterback, finding the junior fullback, John Higbee, in the end zone. That Menomonie Mustangs touchdown, sponsored by Kai's Chevrolet. BY's See Kai's for the best buys. Touchdown, Menomonie.
So the Mustangs offense will stay out on the field. No chance here for extra points here tonight with Dingwall not available. Mustangs have converted on all 3 of their 2-point conversions here tonight. Let's see if they can go 4 for 4. That's a nice night at the plate, Joe.
Yeah, absolutely. That's Hall of Fame material.
Play action.
Oh, he's open.
Wide open is Charlie Barron. He's caught 2 2-point conversions now tonight, and it's 32-7 Mustangs over the Huskies. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
September is College Savings Month. Whether you're a new parent or your child's already off to high school, it's a good time to think about the future. Next to retirement planning, paying for your children's education could be the largest expense your family will bear. Dairy State Bank offers a variety of savings accounts, as well as other options that may offer greater return, but with more risk. Give us a call today. Dairy State Bank, banking on relationships. Member FDIC.
Chad Zutter, Joe Zadowski back with you here from Williams Stadium, campus of UW Stout. Homecoming night here for the Menomonie Mustangs, and they are playing some darn good football here this evening. 4 touchdowns, 4 2-point conversion successes, and it's 32-7 Mustangs over the Huskies here. And Nielsen sent to kick it away here for the Mustangs. Line drive, it'll bounce right to Gertz, who's returned to now 5 kickoffs for the Huskies. He'll break a tackle at the 30 up to the 35 and be taken down just shy of the 40. James Hoff in on that tackle.
Cole Smiskey had a chance at him, but Gertz has been pretty shifty back there. He's done a nice job in the return game for the Huskies.
McCracken, the quarterback here for the Huskies. We saw Shipman take the second series tonight for the Huskies. And, well, just as I say that, Joe, here comes Shipman. His first series of this second half. He was only in on one series in the first half, but they're going to bring Shipman out with Olson offset to his right. And it's going to be Shipman on the quarterback keeper. Sweep to the right. He'll take it. First down, out of bounds, past midfield. Marked at the 48.
Mustangs had 2 juniors and a sophomore on the defensive line for that play. I was watching Reed Cegelski. He's done a really nice job for the Mustangs on special teams. He was playing the far side end, and he got absolutely pummeled. He had 2 offensive linemen double team him. Not much he could do except try to splash that thing or spill it, and no go there. And linebackers were slow to back him up.
Same play. Shipman will take it behind Olson. Olson, a nice lead block. Shipman, another first down, another 12-yard pickup.
Tell you, North is a different team than they used to be. You know, even though the score's 32-7, the kids are not quitting. They're playing really hard, and there's a lot of hard contact up front. And you can see a couple of the offensive linemen for North. They're kind of rubbing their shoulders and stuff too. And both sides are really cracking that thing down there. Good effort by all the boys on the field.
And one of the offensive linemen there appeared to be in a little bit of discomfort, but he will stay on the field.
Yeah, I think it's their center.
Yeah, you're right. Number 76 there, Heinbuch. This time a pass.
Ooh.
And he's hit just as he throws it. Weir defends the pass and knocks it out of bounds. Intended there for Burns, who's got a couple nice catches here tonight, but trying to trick the defense there. Weir did not bite. Good job on the defensive backfield.
Brody Thornton's picking his spots, and he's getting on that quarterback. But every second or third pass, Junior really becoming more and more comfortable coming off the edge for the Mustangs.
So pistol look this time. Shipman. Olson will get the first touch on this drive. Tackled by Sorensen. Nice job of staying with it. Olson was trying to stiff arm Sorensen. He got that handoff originally, but Sorensen stayed with him and was able to take him down.
I tell you, I've just been so impressed with Cage tonight. He goes low. Even that time, he had Olson down by his waist. And, you know, I think on some of the bigger runs that Olson has had where he's broken contact, most of that contact's come up by the shoulder pads. But Cage Sorensen has consistently been, you know, going low on the ball carrier, and that's a formula for success. Nice job by the junior linebacker. Pretty methodical third quarter here. We're under 4 minutes now. Both teams taking a lot of time off the clock.
Yeah, there's been a long drives on both ends here. This third and long here for the Huskies. Quick throw. And we might have a penalty. We will. Pember got caught, I think, with either it's going to be a hold or a defensive pass interference. He was beat down the seam there by Solberg, and he grabbed the jersey. Easy call for the officials. We'll wait to see it.
Nice job by the cheerleaders down there getting the student section going on with some cheers. Cheerleaders all wearing some white football jerseys, and they had a real nice dance during the assembly. We also saw them out in the field here during halftime. Just great to see that school spirit.
So a hold called on Pember, and that will give the Mustangs, or excuse me, the Huskies a first down. According to the white hat here, he did signal first down there after the penalty, so I'm assuming that's going to give the Huskies a first down. And it will. So 1st and 10 here for the Huskies. They have yet to be in the red zone. Their one touchdown came outside the red zone. They haven't ran a play within the 20. But they're knocking on the red zone door right now. Olson will take it right up the middle just for a couple. Nice stop there defensively by Schaefer and Erickson. And 2nd and 9 here for the Huskies.
Yeah, check that. I think it's Helminski at the nose tackle position, number 66. So, yeah, you got the junior Helminski and then the sophomore Erickson on the near side, and I think that's Sigelski on the far side, number 7.
Yeah, Sigelski, the far end, top of your screen. Erickson, the bottom end, bottom of your screen, and then Helmiski right in the middle. Motion, taking that carry is going to be Solberg. He'll get around the end and pick up about 7. Near a first down, not quite there. Make it a very manageable 3rd and 2.
Ferguson did a nice job coming up from the defensive corner, but he just wasn't able to keep contained. If he could pinch that in just a little bit more, they'd be able to bottle it up. But nevertheless, they held him short of the first down.
And North now putting a nice drive together on their end. Menomonie scored on the opening drive to start this half, and we're almost at 2 minutes to play in this third quarter. Olsen will take it. He's hit right away. Max Erickson in on the play. Also Helminski and Sigelski, all 3 defensive linemen in on that play. That's going to make it a 4th and 1. We'll say 1.5 here.
I don't know if that was a Mike Hill Insurance tackle for a loss, but they definitely stonewalled him right at the line of scrimmage.
So a big play right here for this Mustangs defense.
Boy, under 2 minutes. This is only the second drive of the quarter, right? Menomonie had one, now North had one. And
it's been 2 long drives here. Huskies got to get to the 15 to move the chains. It'll be a straight run here trying to get the corner. Does get a first down. Does the quarterback Shipman. And pops out of bounds at about the 11-yard line. 1st and 10 North. And
Anthony Sackery was really excited to stuff that one. He was the near side linebacker, and he just overran it a little bit. You know, maybe just a little bit too much aggressiveness on that play. But you got to like the effort.
So Shipman comes back in here, quarterback this possession for the Huskies. We've seen McCracken, the quarterback, for most of the drives tonight. Just the second time he's behind center on a drive. Here is Shipman. Will be Shipman to the right, scrambling, trying to get only one receiver really that he could go to, and he was covered up easily. And boy, Thornton just took Shipman right to the ground on that quarterback hit.
The referee was right there too, and it was probably maybe one more step and it would have been a late hit, but it was clean, and Brody really laid him out on that one. Nice job there by the junior from Menomonie.
I know really antics from that north sideline. I mean, it was right in front of them. They probably thought the same thing, just a good clean hit there from Thornton, but
thought the quarterback might have held on to it just a little bit too long. He might adjust that next time.
So 2nd and 10 here. Huskies can pick up a first down inside the 1-yard line. It'll be Shipman on a quarterback sweep, and he's met just past the 10 at the 9-yard line, knocked backwards by a whole bunch of Mustangs. All kinds, guys, in on that tackle. And 3rd and long here for Shipman. And
that's the same play he ran to get the first down, Chad. That time, Sackery did a little bit better job. Anthony attacked Olsen, the lead blocker, and by doing that, it let all the other Mustangs run free. So Sackery kind of gave himself up, and that's what led to the short gain.
And Shipman actually came out after that hit. McCracken now the quarterback for North, and haven't seen yet this from North tonight. Shipman appears to be okay, but change of quarterbacks.
Oh, there's the
mid-drive,
blitz.
And there is the blitz, and wow, what a passing catch. What an unbelievable passing catch. Taking it in is Burns, and a big hit on the quarterback. But McCracken, that's the second time tonight we've seen him stay in, deliver a nice pass, and Huskies on the board again.
Man, Schaefer came through almost untouched, and as a quarterback, that takes a lot of guts. And like you said, Chad, he did it in the first half, and he just did it again. He hung in there, made the pass, and he put it right on the spot. Just really good offense there by the Huskies.
Solberg will put another one through on the PAT, and your score now 32-14. Menomonie over Eau Claire North. We will take a break. We'll be back right after this on Mustangs TV. Chad Zutter, Joe Zadowski back with you here from Williams Stadium on the campus of UW Stout. Been a lot of offense here tonight at Williams Stadium. We saw the Mustangs 4 touchdowns, four 2-point conversions converted, and now for the Huskies, 2 touchdowns and 2 PATs converted, I should say. And we do have a Husky down on the field at the moment. So we're not quite ready for kickoff, and the Huskies on that PAT. Goodbye Solberg had one of their players down on the turf, and he is still down on the turf. Let's hope he is okay. Menomoni's return team set to take the field, and Huskies kickoff team set to take the field. And we do have that player coming off the field in on his own accord, which is good to see. Number 78 here for the Huskies, Kenton Mondu, is coming off the field on his own accord. And Joe's working hard here to update some other scores here. It's going to come on your point of beginning out-of-town scoreboard. You see them come through the screen right now, 27-0 Hudson over Memorial. New Richmond over Chi High at the moment. You see a new score popping up in that one. That's 32-7. River Falls over Superior as well. It was 14-0 last score. Now it's 24-0 River Falls. And the Badger score will come through here shortly as well. And
that's what you had, Chad, right? 24-10.
River Falls 24.
No, the Badgers.
Oh, Badgers. I'm sorry. Yes,
24-10. Is that what you had there?
Yep, that was I think early third quarter, if I'm correct. Mustangs will take it. One of the upbacks there takes it up to the 35-yard line. Number 46 there, Daniel Hansen, or excuse me, number 48, Daniel Hansen, will return that one up to the 36-yard line.
It's like the rain came back now. You know, it just started for maybe about a minute, and then it was done. But it looks like it might be a little more serious this time.
Yeah, we see some people starting to scatter here in the stands. People that forgot their rain gear, forgot their umbrellas. Us up here in the press box, we're pretty lucky. Nice and dry up here.
Looks like the Badger game is now 30-17. Wisconsin over Purdue.
Right up the middle on the carry go the Mustangs. Taking that one is going to be Higbee.
That might be it for the third quarter, Chad. Only about 24 seconds left.
Yeah, Mustangs will not have to run a play here. And they will take this 2nd and 5 into the fourth quarter if they choose, which I'm guessing that's what they will. And Coach Mike Sins on the sidelines there talking to one of the upbacks, Kane Johnson. And we will head to the fourth quarter. Time elapses in the third. Your score here heading to the fourth, it's 32-14. Mustangs over the Huskies. We'll be back on Mustangs TV.
Look for a team approach to managing your finances. With over 70 years of experience and 12 locations, Dairy State Bank has built a reputation for helpful customer service and support. While our service ethic is old-fashioned, our products and services are not. We offer a full range of loan programs as well as online banking, mobile deposit, and transaction alerts to fit your busy lifestyle. Dairy State Bank, banking on relationships, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Chad Zutter, Joe Zadowski back with you here from Williams Stadium, campus of UW Stout on homecoming night here for the Mustangs, and they've done a great job here. They've controlled this game pretty much from the start. Huskies got the ball on to start this game. Mustangs got it back on turnover on downs. They went down and scored, and they've led ever since in this contest. 2nd and 5 upcoming. Drought will take it here left side, and he'll be pushed back after about a 1-yard gain.
Blow the whistle, man. No need for that.
And a little extracurriculars right there. No flag. But we are starting to see some precipitation come down here, and the ball's going to start getting a little wet.
That's number 58, Taylor Frederick for the Huskies. Real nice play there by the linebacker, and give him. I don't blame him. If there's no whistle, they always say play to the whistle. But man, he had drought in his grasp. He was locked up. Blow that whistle.
So a 3rd and 5 on starting to become a wet Friday night. Play action to his left. Johnson looking, and he's hit as he throws, and intended for Nick Sheff, but come up way short. That was a hard toss as Johnson rolling to his left. It'll probably bring up a punting situation here.
It would have been difficult for Brady to see him, but Brady Goodman on the far side was all by himself running down the sideline, and there was just no way for Johnson to see him. And Brady Johnson might have been looking at the rusher a little bit on that one.
Starting to get some precipitation here just inside the press box, so we're going to pull back that camera just a touch. But on this 4th and 5, Mustangs up to the line. Might be a quick kick situation. It is. Smart play call there as nobody's returned, but ball scatters all into the end zone. Got to check that up. Where's that 7-iron? He had checked up here inside the 20, but that thing rolled about 15 yards into the end zone. Great kick by Brady Johnson right there on that quick kick look, but that'll give it out to the 20 for the Huskies, and Mustangs will go back on defense now.
Man, Cage Sorensen's done a good job punting for Menomonie tonight, but the way Johnson kicked that one, holy cow. He not only can throw the ball, but he can also kick it.
That's nice when you have a quarterback that can do that. You bring that quick kick capabilities in there, and with a better roll there, Mustangs could have really pinned him deep.
Holy cow, Charlie, I'm getting seasick. Moving that camera, that's good, checking it out.
So into the quarterback position now is McCracken. Just threw a touchdown pass a little bit ago. And Olsen will take it just past the 20 up to about the 22-yard line.
I think that was Anthony Sackery, number 26 on the tackle. He got him up high, but he was strong enough to throw him down.
Thornton's had a really nice game at outside linebacker tonight. He's got a couple sacks. Max Harrison, Sigelski, and Helminski on that defensive line have done a really good job against a good running back in Olsen. Well, this whole defense has done a real good job against Olsen.
So good for the team to have Ben Helminski playing nose tackle. It gives Andrew Schaefer a little bit of an opportunity to stay healthy and stay fresh. He's snapping the ball at center all the time, all conference center. And he's a good nose tackle, too. But Ben Helminski's been doing a good job.
Max Erickson in on that pressure to kind of get it away. And that will bring up a 3rd and long here for the Huskies. And it's starting to get a little heavier with the precipitation.
It really
now.
is, yeah. 10 minutes and 12 seconds left. Let's get that clock running here. Run the ball.
Now the crowd has kind of cleared out a touch with if you don't have rain gear, you're probably not going to sit out in this. I mean, it's starting to cool down a little bit as well.
At least it's still pretty mild out there. Boy, if it was 42 degrees or something,
that'd be a different story, yeah. All getting a little difficult to throw, too, as we can see on that particular play right there, as that's going to force a 4th down, most likely a punting situation here.
We would appreciate your help and support for picking up the trash around your area.
Anthony Sackery came in there and put a lot of pressure on the quarterback. He's really done a nice job for the Mustangs, playing outside linebacker.
We do have a timeout on the field here for apparent, probably just a cramp there, number 4 here for the Huskies. Carter Burns was laying on the turf, but he is up and off the field, and so we're back to action. I thought there might have been a timeout there called, but there was not, just a timeout for an injury on the field. 10:07 remains here in this 4th quarter as the rain is starting to come down a little heavier now.
Yeah, I don't think the heavy stuff's going to come down for quite some time. A little bit of Caddyshack reference from our cameraman, Charlie Schneider. Good job, Charlie. It's starting to come down pretty good.
And so the Huskies out to get the punt unit ready.
As long as there's no lightning, that's the key. They see lightning, they got to get the kids off the field and just get this thing over with. 10 minutes and how much? 7 seconds?
10:07 remains.
Jeez. Get this show on the road.
So we got Goodman and Drought back to return. And a kick, I don't think that was blocked. I think that was just a misguided
off of his
aim.
shin. Yeah, maybe off of his shin. But
almost what a golfer would call a shank kick there is going to give the Mustangs excellent field position here. And 32-14, Mustangs can kind of really put a nail in the coffin here if you punch one in right here to go up 38 or 40-14 with under 10 to go. That would be feeling pretty comfortable if you're a Mustangs fan at that point.
As long as we have a second, Chad, I'd like to give a shout out to the Rotary Club of Menomonie. You can see the Rotary wheel, the symbol there on the scoreboard. They're our game sponsor tonight, and the Rotary Club made a generous donation in terms of their grant program to help us get off the ground with our streaming services last year. And I'd like to thank the Rotary Club. I know that they're real interested in making sure that the community would be able to watch these Mustangs events. Also hoping to get some students involved. I know we've had a couple students involved with the camera work. Certainly could use more. So if anybody's interested, I know they can reach out to you, Chad, or they could reach out to me or talk to one of the principals. And love to have some help. We got a lot going on with this streaming, and it's been real successful. And we appreciate the support from the Rotary Club of Menomonie.
Hayden Weir, a 5-yard gain on that last carry. Drought now the tailback on a counter. He's going to shift through the offensive line there and pick up a Schuler Insurance first down inside the red zone near the 15 at the 16-yard line.
And again, really good blocking up front. Drought he wasn't touched till he was already 4 or 5 yards past the line of scrimmage. And then Jack made a real nice cut.
Now, Jack Drought on the season, just 18 carries for 89 yards coming into tonight's action. And it has a chance maybe for Drought to maybe see the end zone for the first time. Hayden Weir, also another guy that's got a lot of carries with no touchdown. One of those guys, maybe a chance to punch one in here for the first time this season. Weir with the football. At the 10, he'll shift just to the left and just gets tripped up 5 yards away from pay dirt.
Hayden can really cut from right to left. I mean, he can cut the other way too, but I don't know. Goes right to left really, really well.
Just a yard for the Mustangs to get a first down here from the 7-yard line. In comes Jack Drought. I'm sure he wants to get in that end zone. You work pretty hard in the offseason. It's running back, tight end, receiver, quarterback, and get in the end zone. That's kind of the fun part of playing football, score a touchdown.
There's a guy who knows how to get in the end zone. He just about got there, the fullback, John Higbee.
Yeah, he put it down in his territory as well, inside the 1-yard line, inside the 2. And so the Mustangs are first and goal after that Schuler Insurance first down. First and goal at the 1.
Got the Kai Chevy Town graphic all lined up and ready to go. Just got to get one more yard.
Let's see who's going to try to punch it in here. Drought the tailback. Higbee, like we said, that's just kind of his territory. Drought's going to take it. Drought into the end zone. First touchdown of the year for Jack Drought. Mustangs on top, 38-14.
Well, Chad, we've said it a bunch tonight. That Menomonie Mustangs touchdown sponsored by Kai's Chevrolet. BYC Kai's for the best buys. Thank you to Kai's Chevrolet for sponsoring all the Menomonie Mustangs touchdown this year. Mustangs now leading 38-14.
Well, Mustangs trying to go to 40 here with the 2-point conversion. On a wet night here. At Williams Stadium.
Takes 35 to get to the running clock, so not quite there yet, but with about 8 minutes left in this game, Mustangs in pretty good control.
And Drought's going to take pretty much the same play from the 1 that he scored on moments ago, getting the 2-point conversion. So that'll make it 40-14 Mustangs a commanding lead with 8:02 remaining. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Chad Zutter, Joe Zadowski back with you here from Williams Stadium. Isaac Nielsen has been working hard here tonight when you're a kickoff man. And the Mustangs put up 40. You're going to get that leg of workout. A lot of kickoffs after these Mustangs touchdowns tonight. And down to the 15-yard line, taking it are the Huskies. And this is one of their most poor returns here tonight, kind of fumbling the football there. For the Huskies was David Weisenbeck. And the Huskies will start now on their own 14-yard line. And 7:58 remains in this football game. And we were talking about it coming out of this break here, Joe. We may start to see some new names, new numbers on the field here fairly soon with a pretty commanding lead. And I see one right now, number 71 checking in for the Mustangs, Max Branch. A new player in the game, also number 51, Parker Jacobs. We have seen him a little bit tonight. That'll be the keeper, the quarterback there, Zach Shipman. On the end around, almost up to the 30-yard line, make it to 28. We've seen Shipman and McCracken tonight both work here at the quarterback position for Eau Claire North. Actually, on their last possession they scored on, Shipman actually came out. McCracken came in for one play and threw a touchdown pass as he got hit hard by Steele Schaefer on a blitz. We don't see Schaefer in right now on the defensive side of the football. We'll get some new names and numbers here shortly for you. We named a few on the defensive side for Menomonie. Olson will take it. And he's past the 35, actually just up to the 35. That'll be enough for a first down.
Nice job by Luke Pember, the sophomore linebacker. Luke saw some time last week against Hudson. Hasn't seen as much tonight, but nice job there by the sophomore.
Yeah, Pember is one of those names we talked about last week, but starting to see some time here tonight.
Well, his brother Ray's lined up right next to him. No, that's not Ray. That's Ferguson. Ray's number 0. But both Pember boys playing a lot of defense for the Mustangs.
Shipman looking left side on a slant. A good coverage there by one of those Pember boys, that being Ray. Pass, intended there for Solberg, I believe.
If I'm North, I think I'm running the ball. I'm kidding. I just hope we don't get lightning and have to delay this thing yet. 6 minutes away.
And the rain's still coming down pretty good here.
According to Charlie, the heavy stuff's not supposed to come down for quite some time. I hope he's right.
Shipman, the quarterback here for the Huskies. On this 2nd and 10.
I was thinking about doing some bow hunting tomorrow, Chad, but I don't know. This rain might convince me to sleep in a little bit.
Yeah, he's supposed to potentially do this tomorrow as well. And
my goodness, there's a play.
Dangerous pass. Almost
man.
Picked off as Cade Sorensen hit the quarterback Shipman just as he threw that. I don't even know if you call that a pass. It was more of a shovel.
Yeah, and Brady Goodman was all over it. He read that thing, and he just about had a pick 6.
That'll make it 3rd and 10 here for the Huskies. Clock stopped at 6:35 here for North.
Yeah, yesterday's freshman game, that pop-up storm that kind of shut things down. The Menomonie freshmen were up 33-0 at halftime, and they never did get to finish that game, and it was pretty much already decided, but too bad some of the guys didn't get more of an opportunity.
Shipman, quarterback draw, breaks one tackle.
Helminski just about had him.
Yep, almost did. And I'll make it a manageable 4th down here if the Huskies elect to go for it. Shipman will get taken down at the 43-yard line. 44 make it, so it'll be 4th and 1. Got to imagine Huskies going to stay out on the field here with the offense, and they will. Most likely Cam Olsen will take this one.
Tell you what, it's been a great homecoming day, Chad. The parade at 4 o'clock was perfect. Real well attended by the community. A lot of candy being thrown.
Under 6 to go now in this ball game.
6 minutes away from finishing on this homecoming victory. That's be a pretty nice feather in the cap for these seniors.
Pistol look, and it will be Olsen. He'll be hitting the backfield tackle for loss. He is way short. A bunch of Mustangs in on the play. Brady Goodman, one of them. And the Mustangs, a Mike Sell Insurance tackle for loss. Oh, he's also a Siri Benrud, photography turnover as he turned her over on down. Second time tonight that's happened here with the Mustangs stopping a 4th down conversion, and Mustangs get the ball back.
Yeah, Anthony Zachary went low and Brady Goodman went high, and there was nowhere for the running back to go. Good team defense there by Menomonie, and nice job by the defensive coordinator, Drew Price.
Yeah, we are going to see a new collection of players out on the field here. Charlie Barron now will take over at quarterback. James Hoff will be the running back here for the Mustangs. So Hoff will take it right side. He's taken down in the backfield, loss of 1.
Well, good job holding on to the ball. You know, Charlie Barron hasn't taken a snap all night, and James Hoff hasn't had a carry. He has had a couple kick returns, and that wet football and wet field, it can go to a fumble pretty quick. But nice job on the exchange by both Barron and Hoff.
So Renner Stahl now will check in at the tailback for the Mustangs. And you can see the quarterback, Charlie Barron, just taking his time. He's going to wait until that back judge raises his hand and starts counting. That is the play clock in high school football right there.
Just ticked under 5 minutes. We got a ways to go yet.
Renner Stahl, he'll open up. And wisely does he? No, he does not stay in bounds. He gets tackled out of bounds inside the 30 down to the 28, so the clock will stop at 4:49. And the Mustangs now will have to run a play for that clock to continue.
And that will be a Schuler Insurance first down. Mustangs have had plenty of those tonight. Nice job up front by the lineman, and a nice run there by Renner Stahl.
So the Mustangs here.
Oh, they did run the clock. Good job.
Okay, yeah, the clock is running now.
That's good clock management there by the officials and by the guys in the press box. I think that's Mr. Zilmer there on the clock. Good work.
Well, the backside official raises his hand. Ball snapped, and the Mustangs will get right to about the 20 there. The 25. As on that carry was Landon Middlestead, number 14. Seen him come into the game a few times here late in a few games. He's had a carry or two. Sophomore here for the Mustangs. Renner Stahl will come back in.
Well, we're under 4 minutes now, 3:52 and counting. And I'm not trying to rush this thing. I'd hate to see a bolt of lightning and have everyone have to wait for a half hour to finish a game that's pretty well decided.
Stahl take it left side.
Nice cut.
A very nice cut. Broken tackle right at the red zone. Knocked down at the 20. Short of a first down by a couple yards. Mustangs going to be close. They may be able to run the clock out with one more first down. Going to be awfully close with, 3:30?
Yeah, I can't imagine North taking any timeouts at this point.
I can't imagine. They do have 3 timeouts left, so they do elect to use their timeouts. Menomonie would have to obviously get some more first downs, or score a touchdown, one of the two. But we are now under 3 to go.
James Hoff will take it left side. He'll get
Ooh,
a
there's
first
a
down.
nice he's going to get there.
Breaks the tackle
Oh, I thought he
inside
had
the
it.
5, taken down at the 3. And James Hoff showing some of his quickness right there.
Thought James was going to head to the corner there, and he just didn't quite have the angle. But that was a nice run there by the junior from Menomonie.
So first and goal now from the 2 for the Mustangs.
Boy,
Chance to punch one more in.
Do you take a knee here, Chad?
I don't know. I mean,
what's this all about?
I mean, going to have a timeout here by the Eau Claire North Huskies squad. So
Really?
we're going to take a break here with 2:26 remaining in the ball game. Menomonie 40, North 14. We'll be back right after this on Mustangs TV.
Looking for a team approach to managing your finances? With over 70 years of experience and 12 locations, Dairy State Bank has built a reputation for helpful customer service and support. While our service ethic is old-fashioned, our products and services are not. We offer a full range of loan programs as well as online banking, mobile deposit, and transaction alerts to fit your busy lifestyle. Dairy State Bank, banking on relationships, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Chad Zutter, Joe Zadowski back with you here. Mustangs, we're going to go in victory formation. We're just talking about it coming out of break here, Joe. If the Mustangs will elect to just take a knee or try to score here, but they are just going to take a knee here, so they will be able to run the clock out here unless North decides to use their timeouts, which I do not believe they will in this situation. But yeah, kind of recap this game here, Joe, is now it's just a matter of the clock going down to 0-0 as we watched the few last couple kneel downs. And this is a nice win, coming into this game, after last year when North beat Menomonie at Carson Park. Menomonie, kind of a good payback here for a team that, a lot of people are talking about North. I mean, North, they started the season 3-1. Started conference play 2-0. They were starting to make people think, this team can beat some people. And Menomonie, well, they're not going to let that happen here tonight, and they're going to come away with a nice 40-14 victory over Eau Claire North. Kind of from start to finish, I wouldn't say dominate, but controlled this game. They got out early, 16-0. North scored one touchdown, led at half, 24-7, and just one more touchdown for North in the second half, and two more touchdowns for Menomonie. But they kind of really controlled this game from the start. So I would say a complete fourth quarter game here for the Mustangs as we just go under a minute. As I think we need just one more kneel down, and that should do it here for the Mustangs. Maybe one more as we're at 40 seconds, but we are going to have a victory here for the Mustangs. One more kneel down and they actually give it to North, and it'd be officially a turnover as it's fourth down right now. But
it's all academic at this point, Chad.
It is all academic, and Mustangs going to move on with a big victory here. Stay tuned for our TMS Tire and Wisconsin Credit Union post-game show as the Mustangs move on with a victory, and North will have to run one play as it is fourth down. So as soon as they kneel, Mustangs will turn the ball over and the clock will be stopped. As there is a penalty flag with 7 seconds left. So Menomonie was not able to run the entirety of the clock out. And so the Mustangs now will just take a knee, give it back to North, and North will have to run one play to end this game. But we'll talk about this game in the post-game show. We'll talk about the upcoming schedules for both North and Menomonie. Menomonie will have their last road game, their second-to-last road game next week at New Richmond, which should be a good one, and the Huskies will travel to Hudson next week as well. So there is your final, folks. 40-14. Menomonie will move on with the victory over North. We'll be back in a couple minutes.
Oh, hold it. You got 6 seconds left, Chad.
Oh, 6 seconds. I'm sorry. You're right.
I don't think we're gonna miss anything if we go to break.
Yeah, we could go to break. You're right. I was just saying that.
Yeah, that's okay.
You're right. We got one more kneel down here or a play run by Eau Claire North, but not officially the final yet. But you're right. It's pretty much over at this point. They just got to let the clock strike 000 here, and North will take a knee, and that now will do it here. Tonight, your final 40-14. Menomonie defeats Eau Claire North. We'll be back in a couple minutes on Mustangs TV.
I can count.
On West Wisconsin Credit Union.
Now, Wisconsin Credit Union.
Wisconsin. Read it.
Wisconsin's.
I can't say it like she can say it.
I lost my words.
Let me just say it in my head one time.
I struggle with this part.
Why is this so hard?
Hard to say, but easy to do business with. Wisconsin Credit Union.
Wisconsin Credit.
Sorry, we have to start all over.
Good material here.
TMS Tire and Auto is a proud sponsor of the Menomonie Mustangs. Family owned since 1978. TMS Tire and Auto has 3 locations in Baldwin, Boyceville, and Menomonie, and can serve all your automotive needs. Visit us online at tmstireandauto.com or call us at 715-235-9119 to schedule your appointment today. Go Mustangs! Chad Zutter, Joe Zadowski back with you here in the TMS Tire and Auto and Wisconsin Credit Union post-game show. We'll wrap up this victory for the Menomonie Mustangs. We also got some other finals from around the BRC as well. And we'll talk about the upcoming schedules here for both. But, Joe, before we wrap up this one, I know you're getting some finals and you see them across the board there as well. Not a whole lot of barn burners tonight in the Big Rivers. There were some big lopsided scores. Let's run down them.
Yeah, Chad. First of all, Hudson took down Eau Claire Memorial 40-0. So Hudson Raiders really on a roll after beating the Mustangs last week. New Richmond at Chippewa for Chippewa's homecoming. We thought that might be closer, but New Richmond, they're solid, 39-7. The Tigers take down the Cardinals. River Falls against Superior. River Falls took care of business. They win that one 37-8. The Badgers against the Purdue Boilermakers. That one's almost done. Last we saw, Badgers were leading 38-17, and the Brewers, they beat the Miami Marlins 16-1. Pretty sure with the Cubs loss today, that makes the Brewers division champions. One way or another, the Brewers are going to the playoffs. So congratulations to the Milwaukee Brewers.
Now let's wrap up how we got to this 40-14 victory for the Mustangs over the Huskies. Steele Schaefer, 3 touchdowns here tonight. He had them all in the first half. We'll run down. He scored 2 in the first quarter with 6:07 and 2:03 remaining. That's how Mustangs got up 16-0 early after a 2-point conversion success by a Schaefer run and a Barron to Johnson, or Johnson to Barron pass. North got on the scoreboard with 4:21 left in the second quarter. A 35-yard pass from McCracken to Johnson. Solberg, the PAT, was good, 16-7 at that point. Mustangs, a double dip. They had the opportunity, took advantage of it again. They scored before halftime with 44 seconds left. 22-yard touchdown run by Schaefer. Johnson ran in the PAT, or the 2-point, it was 24-7 at halftime. Coming out of halftime, Mustangs, a nice opening second half drive, took a bunch of time off the clock with 5:40 to go. A 4-yard touchdown pass from Johnson to Higbee, and then a 2-point conversion pass from Johnson to Barron made it 32-7 at that point. 43 seconds left in the third quarter. A 9-yard pass from McCracken to Burns. He had come in just for that play of that drive. It was the other quarterback for the Huskies, Shipman, who had led him all the way down into the red zone up to that point. Solberg, the PAT, was good. It was 32-14 at that point. In the fourth quarter, we saw Jack Drought reached the end zone for the first time this season. 8:02 remaining in that fourth quarter. That pretty much sealed it. Drought also ran into 2-point conversion as well. It was 40-14 with that point. At that point in the fourth quarter, the Mustangs kind of just ran out the clock and kneeled in a little victory formation to end this one. Actually turned it over on downs, statistically speaking, and North had to take one more kneel to finish this one. But a very convincing, nice win here for the Mustangs. Kind of controlled this game from start to finish, did the Mustangs over the Huskies, and a very nice win. Will move on the Mustangs to New Richmond next week. New Richmond undefeated on the season, 6-0, 4-0 in conference. You know, we talked with head coach Mike Sins before the game. Hudson going to be one of probably the best team they see all year. Well, New Richmond, they'd like to make a plate to say they're probably going to be one of the best teams Mustangs might see all year as well. They're going to be a tough challenge for the Mustangs next week on the road. Have to travel to New Richmond. We'll be on the call on that one here, obviously, but that's going to be a good challenge for the Mustangs next week. Mustangs now with the victory improved to 5-1 overall, 3-1 in BRC play. For the North Huskies, they will travel to Hudson next week, and the loss drops them to 3-3 overall and 2-2 in Big Rivers play. Anything else to add, Joe, here before we sign off on Mustangs TV?
You know, Chad, just to repeat, it was a great homecoming week. The kids did a great job. They had signs, they had skits, they had games, competitions, and now you can see the student section. They're running over to the team to celebrate the homecoming victory. And, you know, certainly you want the football team to win as many games as they can, but there's a lot more to this than what we saw on the football field tonight. There's a ton of kids that had a great experience, and none of it would have been possible without the great work of Mr. Drake, the principal at the high school, his administrative team, Susan Momsen, Storm Harmon, and then certainly Mary Ayler and all the different teachers and advisors that were so active. You know, there's going to be a lot of educators that sleep pretty good this weekend because it's a really long, busy week, but it's really important for the growth and development of the kids. And I'm just so pleased to see the excitement, so pleased to see the joy. You know, I have three kids myself now in the high school, and to see how much they enjoyed this week was really something. So thank you to all of our staff, and thanks to the community members. The community members came out for the coronation assembly today, certainly for the parade. And, you know, the Let's Paint the Town committee, they had Chris Cruzy over at Wilson Park. Between the parade and the ball game, there was a bunch of food vendors there as well for people. So just a lot to be proud of in Menomonie, and a lot to enjoy, and just really, really happy for the kids in our community. So, and thank you, Chad, for your great broadcast. Thank you, Charlie, for filling in on the camera tonight. We appreciate that. And should be a good dance tomorrow, and then we can hit the ground running in October before you know it.
Yeah, we're only one more game left here in September, obviously at New Richmond next week, and then, yeah, we're into cooler temperatures, and you get that crisp autumn air for some real football here into late October and into November, hopefully, if the Mustangs can get into November play. Well, we'll sign her off. Like to thank everybody that made the broadcast possible. Joe already mentioned a few, obviously, Charlie Snyder, the cameraman, Joe Zanowski giving us color commentary. I'd like to thank Mike Sins, the head coach for the Menomonie Mustangs, for joining us in the pregame show. Also our always, I should say, our guest here on the TMS Tire and Wisconsin pregame, postgame, and halftime show. I'd like to thank all our other sponsors as well that make the broadcast possible. Schuler Insurance, Kai Chevytown, Siri Benrud, Photography, Dairy State Bank, Bill's Distributing, Mike's Hell Insurance, Point of Beginning, and the Rotary Club of Menomonie. Until next week, you have been watching Mustangs TV. We'll be back at 6:45 and next Friday on Mustangs TV. TMS Tire and Auto is a proud sponsor of the Menomonie Mustangs, family owned since 1978. TMS Tire and Auto has 3 locations in Baldwin, Boyceville, and Menomonie, and can serve all your automotive needs. Visit us online at tmstireandauto.com or call us at 715-235-9119 to schedule your appointment today. Go Mustangs!
West Wisconsin Credit Union.
Now, Wisconsin Credit Union.
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin's.
I can't say it like she can say it.
I lost my words.
Let me just say it in my head one time.
I struggle with this part.
Why is this so hard?
Hard to say, but easy to do business with. Wisconsin Credit Union.
Wisconsin Credit.
Sorry, we have to start all over.
Good material here.
Looking for a team approach to managing your finances? With over 70 years of experience and 12 locations, Dairy State Bank has built a reputation for helpful customer service and support. While our service ethic is old-fashioned, our products and services are not. We offer a full range of loan programs as well as online banking, mobile deposit, and transaction alerts to fit your busy lifestyle. Dairy State Bank, banking on relationships, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.